Excuse me. How you doing, people? Gnawing on some Twizzlers for the moment. My shit working? Yep, it's working. Well, welcome to a snowy day in Orchard Park, New York, or wherever you're at. Here it's 30, what is it? It's 40 degrees and raining. Temperature's expected to drop, but not to freezing, so no snow for us. But I get to watch some snow on the TV today. I suppose that's better than nothing. Let's hope for a good game and nobody dying, okay? How about that? Can I just say how ridiculously stacked this game is in the Bills' favor, and they didn't even earn it? I think the Bengals were going to beat the Bills, but we'll never know, and that's unfortunate. We obviously had bigger things to worry about that day. I think this game should have been at a neutral site as well, because they have stacked it against Cincinnati so fucking bad, it's almost comical. It's almost like it's as bad as that New England-Buffalo game from a couple weeks ago, where it's just so obviously stacked against them. Oh, look, they're showing when the Bengals lost to the 49ers, and they're showing when the Bills lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. And yeah. These two franchises sure do know heartbreak and know it well. Is it a music video or?
Each other. What a tribute to them all. The motivation for one singular
Tribute, he's still alive.
Can stem from many experiences.
Thank God he's still alive.
And every experience leads up to this.
I'm sorry, I hate to be cynical today, but this game is so obviously fucking skewed for the Bills.
Welcome to the AFC Divisional.
Welcome to the biggest load of bullshit you will see in the NFL this season. You know, I thought they said no accumulation, no heavy accumulation. That snow looks to be accumulating pretty good. It's snowing for at least an hour and a half. That's when I first turned on the television and saw what it looked like. I was like, damn, son. Snow game, 33 degrees and snow showers. Not a lot of wind. Keep that in mind for the kicking game. I picked Cincinnati to win this game going back months ago, it seems like. Feels like it's been months. But the NFL wants that neutral site championship game in its storylines, so.
The Bills won the toss, and they're going to kick it.
The Bills are going to defer. I almost called this stream the game that should not be.
That looks like a playoff game, Jim. This is it right here. It's just one of those moments that you knew was just going to happen. These two teams were going to meet, and there's Mr. Cool. Joe Cool right there. Joe Burrow, almost impervious to pressure, and you see what he's done. It's almost one of those things, Jim, that you just don't expect young guys to be able to handle.
Bengals wearing all white, but not the white helmets. Lame. Dude, today would have been the perfect day to wear the white helmets, too. They'd blend in.
As all 8 quarterbacks that took teams to the divisional round were under 30. It's only the second time it's ever been that way. Of course, both home teams were victorious on Saturday.
The 2 1 seeds advanced yesterday, so we know where the winners of today's games are going. Cincinnati's got the ball first. Tripped up across the 20. Here comes my favorite NFL quarterback currently.
Holds the Cincinnati record for most playoff wins as a quarterback, 4-1.
He has a lot of Brady-esque qualities, the good Brady qualities, not the shit ones.
Of course, this is something new for this
Burrow don't play like no
franchise.
bitch like Tom Brady.
Season wins in consecutive seasons, and today they're trying to advance to the championship game for the second straight year.
Come out throwing.
From the gun to start.
Protection looked good on the first play.
Quickly, that's what they've been doing all season
Jamar
long.
Chase for
And the
6.
catch is by Jamar Chase for 6 yards. Tony, what about this way that they approach the offense now with this instead of the downfield look we saw much more last
New
year?
look offensive line. They lost Kappa. They lost Lyle Collins. I think Kappa might be able to come back if they make it to the Super Bowl. Collins is out for the season.
And that really helped them with communication and getting to a lot of different stuff. But now he's got to go back to last year, throw a quick game on first and second down, get him these.
So much working against Cincinnati. If they pull this off, they're definitely the heroes of the day. Nixon for 5 and a first.
His way on the slippery field for 4. Hayden Hurst helped with a block in all that traffic, and it's a first down. There's Leslie Frazier.
I think Leslie Frazier should. Right now, a lot of teams are missing out.
Why does he have a girl's name?
Head coaching
Why was he such a bad head coach for the Vikings? But a brilliant defensive mind.
These guys get hurt. Von Miller, Micah Hyde, it was White before, who's back, obviously. The corner position
Says a lot that he's still in the league.
has developed into the most dynamic system in the National Football League.
Third snap.
Fake it to Mixon.
First down.
First little bit of pressure. Burrow steps up and throws a dart to Boyd for a first down to the Buffalo 45.
And just like that, Cincinnati finds inside on the other side of the
The only thing I can think of that's going right for the Bengals is the fact that the Bills don't have Von
It's a
Miller.
great design play. You're going to motion overload one
Against
side.
that depleted offensive line, so they dodged a little bit of a bullet there.
Both these teams have a plethora
Plethora, I
of
like that
weapons
word.
on the outside, but early in the game, no one is better than the Cincinnati Bengals. They always have great design. Zach Taylor, Brian Callahan, always get it to off to a good start.
Toss it to Mixon.
Mixon gets a running start.
Breaks through. First down, right on the money, 10 yards.
Had to hold them to that gain of
Marching right down the field like they did in that Monday Nighter a few weeks back.
with a good block here.
And you can see the intent to run the football wasn't something that's been huge recently for either of these
The
teams.
ill-fated
Quarterbacks
Monday
are so
Nighter.
dynamic, and all the weapons on the outside, but all of a sudden you get 3 offensive linemen hurt. You're going to want to run the football. Weather gets worse, cold, whatever it is, run the football.
I feel good after I took that shower a little while ago.
Brought in extra tight ends, and they both were pivotal on that play. Wilcox and Asiasi. First down again, this time from the 35.
Empty formation. These guys are
They go empty?
here on the inside.
Burrow's pass to his
Hayden
tight end,
Hurst.
And that's another first down play for 8. They're working right down the field, much like they did on the one opening drive they had against the Bills 20 days ago.
Yes,
Just like this.
it's exactly right. Now, the Bills tried to pressure.
Now, I'm
that
curious,
situation. They don't normally
the
do
settings
so
on my
today.
stream
You kinda
fucked, or am I
figure
really
for
just flying
Cincinnati,
solo here?
you're gonna kinda
Oh no, it's just
stand
3
show
watching.
defense, see what you're gonna do.
Guys, state your name and identify yourselves. I got worried that my stream was unlisted for some reason.
Football league. Buffalo usually gets better and better as the game
Who's here?
goes on.
Dylan, are you here?
P. Ryan has come in at running back.
Samaje Penis, the running back.
2nd and 3.
Burrow's going to stand back there, step up, throw over the top, wide open chase, touchdown Bengals.
For the touchdown.
This pass rush is non-existent, and I heard Boomer Esiason say in the pregame he liked playing in this kind of weather because it slowed the pass rush down. I think you saw that on the first drive.
What a start. 6 plays, 79 yards.
Offensive line looked solid.
To Chase for the touchdown.
Burrow keeping his eyes down the field.
At this point, you're looking in the backfield, and that's where Chase is going to sneak up. When the quarterback moves, it's a great job by Chase in the zone coverage.
And the Bills defense looks like they're on ice skates.
And that is why this team is so hard. It's not just guarding them right away, but it's after the fact.
My pick, touchdown Cincinnati, and they will take a 7-0 lead.
By Chrisman. They had 6 plays, 4 of them went for first downs. They love playing on the road. Chase had a touchdown. He's got one in the opening series against Buffalo.
Welcome to the jungle. Sorry. Good start. I'll be right back. I still have some Diet Mountain Dew from Bojangles left from this morning. Touchdown Bengals. They are the Bengals no more. They are the real deal. And I picked them at the start of the playoffs to go all the way again. Me and Skip Bayless actually agree on something. It'll be a long day for Buffalo if they can't get pressure. I find the Bills' defense to be a little overrated. They've kind of been exposed without Von Miller. Miami's certainly exposed on it, and they got help from the other side because Josh Allen turns it over, it seems.
Championship game on CBS.
On CBS.
We welcome you back to Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. And Joe Burrow. 65 yards and a touchdown. And for Chase, that's now 9 touchdowns in his last 9 games.
Yeah, he's been on a tear to finish the year. By the way, offensive line looked pretty good on that drive that we're all worried about.
Did. Burrow never got touched. Here's Hines.
Returnable kick for Hans. Net short of the 20. Gets through a couple of tackles. He should have been blasted back at the 15.
So Josh Allen running out. You see what he did last week. He did give it away 3 times, but the 352.
The Bills like wearing all blue a lot these days.
Knocked down and sacked 7 times by the Dolphins, but he's had 3 straight.
I still like the Santa Claus uniforms. Or the Kool-Aid Man. They look like the Kool-Aid Man with Josh Allen wears these red ones.
He was on a tear, obviously, last week. He had a couple of turnovers. Not all of them were his fault, but you're not going to be able to beat Cincinnati if you're going to have 7 sacks and 3 turnovers. I can tell you that. Same for Cincinnati. Both these quarterbacks have to protect the ball today.
McKenzie in motion, circling around.
Swing pass to McKenzie. Short gain.
Up to make the hit is the rookie Taylor Britt out of Nebraska. Well, Josh Allen, he had 35 touchdown passes in the regular season, tied for 2nd best in the league with Joe Burrow. Both had 35.
Yeah, they both can use their legs. I mean, you saw the little bit of movement from Burrow on the touchdown pass. I think you're going to see Josh Allen use his legs a lot today, Jim. I think as you see them get closer, you want to protect your franchise quarterback. Well, when you're in the playoffs in big games, you're going to see him in the red zone, he's going to run the ball.
Empty backfield.
2nd and 8.
Diggs caught short and German suplexed. It was a soft German suplex, not a stiff one. Not fucking Brock Lesnar on Bryan Danielson. More of Brock Lesnar on John Cena. Very safe.
Last year, he came up with an incredible plan on how to defend Patrick Mahomes in that championship game, and it gave them a chance, and it really was the difference, I felt like, in the second half to send them to the Super Bowl. And what he's done this year.
How the fuck was Buffalo 5.5, 6-point favorites? Should have been 3 or 4 at minimum. First big 3rd down situation in the game. Look out, Allen has to step through, throws up and misses Diggs. The pressure made him overthrow. Diggs was open.
The pressure from Osai forced him to have to hurry in.
And here comes a punt.
You see the stutter route.
He had a touchdown there to Diggs. Well, Bell might have been able to get him down, but they were beat deep, that's for sure.
Such a good job. He makes a guy who's pressuring is Pratt, and he's going to go against Singletary running back. Well, that creates a little bit of that internal pressure that you want to get quarterbacks. You know, the great quarterbacks, they don't like internal pressure. That's a great way of doing it.
3 and out for the Bills. Sam Martin sent it down.
See what the Bengals do with their 2nd possession here. after the return. Slips, goes down just short of the 30. 7-0 Cincinnati, just as it was several weeks ago. Another day of having to hear Intuit TurboTax over and over. Guess who didn't sleep very much last night, but it's okay. I feel pretty good. Oh no, they're coming for me. I say that every time I hear sirens outside. Guess nobody wanted to hang out and watch some football today. Message Anthony and see if he wants to hang. I know Dylan couldn't come hang out because he's got car trouble. Where's Anthony?
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Royal Caribbean. This is all the vacations. Come seek. Liberty Mutual Insurance, only pay for what you need. And by Pepsi, made for football watching. What a day to watch. Sit back and enjoy.
Snow cream at halftime, but not here because we're not getting any fucking snow this winter in North Carolina.
This matchup, the biggest win streaks by
Which is
two teams
bullshit.
ever coming into a divisional round game. 8 for the Bills, 9 for Cincinnati, the all-time franchise mark. And here they start their second drive from the 28.
Run it with Mixon again.
Edmonds is there.
Gain of
He
4.
presses him down after about 4. That first drive was something else, Tony.
It really was, because the design...
The throw down here to Boyd was the big play of the drive. I know Chase had the touchdown, but that throw to Boyd was the most impressive. Because Chase is wide open on the touchdown.
And that was one of the parts that we were worried about. You're not going to be able to move around in the pocket and get to the second level, get guys to go inside, come back out. It's not going to have any quick game. This is a great sign for Cincinnati. Run the football and still have the ability to move around the pocket.
Second and 6.
There's Mixon, explodes up the gut to midfield.
And he gets all the way to the 50.
Ah, Buffalo, wake up.
Collins as of a couple of weeks ago.
Getting run over here by Cincinnati.
Blockers. He made the play for 16.
God knows after last night we need to see a good game today.
Right here, just a pulling, like you said, Adeniji, just this is really impressive right now. This is what the Bengals did against the Ravens in that later in that game, right? You saw their identity. They're going to run it more than they did all year. But when the game gets tough or gets later,
Blow them out, Cincinnati, even though I just said I wanted to see a close game. It would be pretty funny if Cincinnati just destroyed them. There's Higgins, gain of almost 7.
Elam had an interception last week, is able to tackle him down after 6. They've run 9 plays. Everyone has gained at least 4 yards, and they've been over 20 on 3 of them. And they have this first quarter dominance that you can see over the last 4 games. It's now up to 32-0 in the opening quarter.
yeah, and Cincinnati's unbelievable when they're leading after the first quarter. They're like 18-1 in their last 19.
Second and 4.
Back to the run, right near the marker. Looks like they're giving them the first down.
Well, he's past the first down yardage. They've got yet another first down. That gives them their 6th. Style and substance. Yeah, that's the combo. It was talking style. Substance here. He's just already gone past now with that mark in the postseason. With 4 wins. There's the style, by the way. Looked like you showing up to the game today.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They usually call me just the fashion king of the world. That's what my wife always says. You're so stylish today, honey. You look stunning.
Drop back from Burrow. Higgins wide open over here. And another first down.
To get the first down, they have another one. Every play is a big chunk, it seems like, Tony.
It's very difficult. The footing up there is very difficult right now for the Bills. And part of that, though, is because these are great players. T. Higgins, second-round pick from Clemson. And this is a number 1. I know everyone knows about Chase, but he really is a number 1, Jim. This guy, on almost any other team, you would be defending him.
It's going to be sad when the Bengals can't keep this group of receivers together because of free agency.
Last February, and you asked him yesterday, what's his gift? And he said, the ability to use my size. Also,
They toss it to Chase, who acts like he's going to throw and then runs. He looked like he was going to think about throwing.
that is an incredible combination when you talk about those 2 number 1s that they have.
Oh, it's really, I mean, you give him Burrow, and then you get those 2. And this is a good job by the coaching staff. You never know how it's going to go early. So Zach Taylor and Brian Callahan coming up with a way to get one of your star players the ball. Sometimes you can go a long time, right? We saw it. Where like someone like Waddle doesn't touch the ball for a long time, right? Miami last
God, this snow looks really heavy right now.
frustrated, so good job.
By the way, the third's pretty good, too. Boyd, here's a 2nd and 7.
Takes the short throw, and he's met by Milano, but still powers through and gets a few more yards.
He's able to drag it out for an extra 3 or 4.
Third down.
It will be 3rd down on the way.
They're at the
That's one of
Buffalo
areas you
23.
wanna attack a Bills team is right in the middle of the field because that's where the coverage is, but not against that guy, Milano. First team All-Pro, well-deserving. He had 2 sacks last week, playing the best football of his career, and really as well as anyone in the National Football League at the linebacker position. He's right there with 3 or 4 other guys that are separated.
3rd and about 3.5. Offsides, free play. Burrow on the run. Not going to get away. Takes the sack, but they're going to get the first down on offsides. Basham got a hold of Burrow. Burrow looked like he was running in slow motion.
Offsides with a silent count. 2 new snap counts this week.
Number 55, defense. A 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Well, you're going to watch Sharping 74, the right guard. He's looking back. He signals to him, hey, here's the snap count. Go ahead right there. He puts his hand up, and normally it's going to come right when the center's head goes down. But they've waited with a delay, and that's where Joe Burrow did a good job this week.
Burrow's like, why didn't you blow it dead? Which most times quarterbacks would be complaining if they did blow it dead. But there it was clear Burrow was not going to get rid of that ball. Running for his life. The only way they've gotten pressure is to jump off sides. There's Mixon. Gain of 6.
Another 5 for the Bengals, who again are marching down as they did with the opening series, making quite a statement here in this first quarter.
I'd be concerned if I'm a Bills fan right now. This is
I'd be very
scary
concerned.
because What makes the Bills incredible?
The Bengals, when they get rolling, are a juggernaut.
This system is you always
Can't
have help.
stop
You
'em.
have people coming from, and they all know their leverage, and they know how to. If they're going somewhere, they miss on this side. Right now, the footing on the field isn't allowing it.
2nd and 5.
They go to Mixon to the right side, and Milano,
Behind the line this time.
finally a negative play.
2 sacks and 2 tackles for a loss last week. He's got one right there, loss of 2.
Get the Bengals on 3rd down again.
This is why he's an all-pro. He's going to get all the way outside, stack, and then fire, and finish the play. This is it, though. The game's going to come down to this, Jim. Red zone, 3rd down plays. Which quarterback is going to score touchdowns, and which one is going to kick field goals in this game? That's what I think determines the winner or loser.
And Joe yesterday thought that was going to be so essential to his
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
No pressure. Up top, wide open, touchdown, Hayden Hurst.
Hurst hauls it in for another Cincinnati touchdown.
And you're seeing why
Woo.
Brian Callahan and Zach Taylor have
Too easy.
red zone offense, or top 5, I should say, red zone, and they create all of these things
Bills defense literally doing everything wrong.
And Hurst is wide open. They just challenge in so many areas. What a design. Brian Callahan, like we said, getting all the looks now, right?
This game should have been in Cincinnati or at a neutral site.
Every position, I swear, on offense.
It's stunning.
Changed my mind.
The Bengals
Ain't that what the kids say?
and now the extra
The
point
kids. I'm
from
28 now. I can say the kids.
This one
14-0 Cincinnati.
another extra point.
Didn't it look like this the first
Fireworks early, but all on the Bengals sideline. Bear with me. Seriously, where is everybody? All by my lonesome. Like I don't even exist today. Played some drums this morning. Very poorly, but I seem to have my good days and bad days. I guess it just depends on the songs and shit I pick. Poor Jeremy Renner before he got all fucked up on a Mayor of Kingstown show on Paramount. And we're back in Buffalo. Snowy, beautiful Buffalo.
To 6 different receivers and a pair of touchdown tosses. The last one going to Hurst.
9 of 9, 105, 2 touchdowns, 6 different pass catchers. And oh yeah, they're running the ball quite well on top of that. So Buffalo figuring out. Allen's going to have to match Burrow throw for throw, blow for blow.
Now the Bills find themselves in an early.
Didn't get off to a good start. It's only their second possession, but they're down 14.
Next Sunday, after the AFC Championship game on CBS, a special new episode of TV's top new series, Fire Country. It's next Sunday on CBS. Don't know, I couldn't even imagine you come out at home and you would have run 3 plays to this point. That's it. And find yourself 14 down.
I asked him this question yesterday. I said, we were discussing if you get behind at home, as you see a possible pressure coming from the right side.
High snap, gives it to Singletary. 3 yards in a cloud of snow.
What did he say?
Well, I said, how do you handle the mental side? Because what happened last week, when he had 3 turnovers really quickly, it allowed Miami to get back in the game. Like I said, some are the quarterback's fault, some aren't. But he came right back when that game was close late and threw that incredible ball in the corner to Big Game Gabe, that we called him. And Gabriel Davis made that play. And I said, how did you get back there mentally and everything? And then we talked
How much cocaine do you think Michael Irvin's doing in preparation for the Cowboys game later?
4 or 5 years in the
We
NFL.
go, ooh, wow. Thought Cook was going to fumble that. And it's another short gain and a 3rd down.
And the Bengals are really alert every time the ball
Rally
gets
into the
hands.
ball, not letting any runs beat them.
Receivers, and they're on a
Diggs had him beat deep on the last drive, but the pressure threw off the throw. So
11 straight quarters. Lou Anarumo Broncos defense has not surrendered a first quarter touchdown. Little slip there, so Cook was not in high gear when he got it.
And I mentioned the footing earlier. This is going to be very hard on defenses out here. That's why you don't want to get too far behind for Buffalo, because defensive guys don't know where you're going. So when it's slippery, they want to give you more space.
They're down. 3-man rush. Allen should have time. He's not gonna. He's sacked. Oh, he flipped it away. Are they saying fumble? I think he flipped it away. I think it's incomplete. Unless they blew him dead, then it should be a sack. Either way, a 3-and-out for Buffalo. They got pressure, but Hendrickson killed him on a 3-man rush.
But somebody with a great effort, and this time it's Trey Hendrickson.
It's an incomplete pass, just to clarify.
And Hendrickson comes off the edge just right around Dawkins.
Show me that again.
And right now, it looks like...
Okay, incomplete. Fair enough.
Absolutely dominating, and they're lucky that's called an incomplete pass.
Yeah, they're very lucky.
I know he's trying to.
I think I saw him flick it enough for Gene's territory, but know more about that. What'd you think, Gene?
Yeah, it is a forward pass.
And a punt. Don't get down 21, I'm telling you.
From the 19. Taylor
Good return.
and gets past the 30.
Cincinnati lots out on both sides of the ball.
14-0 on the board. The Bengals. So impressive. Nightmare start, though, for the Bills.
Oh, if only my parlay was still alive, I'd be feeling good right now. This is the other game where I picked the alleged underdog. Got a shot to win some money today if you bet on the Bengals, I think. Brady and Cousins both out. Well, they both have a lot in common, and now they have that in common, too.
And by Subway. Subway's upping their game with the Subway Series menu. Well, 2 touchdown drives for Cincinnati. Handling the football now for the 3rd time. Meanwhile, 2 times for the Bills with possession, 3 plays and a punt. Burrow.
Risky throw, and it still should have been caught. Wilcox dropped it.
Do you have enough time? Hasn't been an issue so far.
No, it hasn't been an issue, and you see all the...
Poor Buffalo's defense needs all the help they can get. So, yeah, they're probably like, yeah, throw to Wilcox again.
Opposing quarterbacks is hurting them in this game.
Yeah, Dylan, so far this looks just like the first time they attempted to play the Bengals and the Bills.
Buffalo plays these match zone, match man.
So this game really should have been in Cincinnati.
So these guys are all looking at the eyes of the quarterback. They're all trying to cover their guy.
That was the first incompletion for Burrow.
Oh, good defense.
Shane Jackson reaching up and denied.
Thought Jackson was going to jump up and pick that. Joe Burrow is now 9 of 11. Never forget.
Jackson rerouting. But this is a great design. Our defensive coordinator, they switched it up. This is where Buffalo changes.
You saw Jackson, childhood friend and college teammate.
I think the Bengals are tired of the Bills and Chiefs getting all the headlines.
Third and 10.
Third and 10. There's a clutch catch by Irwin. First down.
Who's been a very good situational player for this team this year. Pick up a 13.
The eyes right here. Joe Burrow's going to hold Edmonds inside. That's why he's a little late. That penalties decline there, but talking about two of the best third and long teams, both in the top 5 in the National Football
Irwin looks like Adam Cole.
He just found, it's not just going to go to Chase or just going to go to Higgins. It depends on the coverage and where people are.
Thank you.
They reset the clock. So the offsides call against Buffalo declined, and Cincinnati continues to move the chains. Giving the chain gang a workout in this opening quarter with 10 now first downs.
There's a blitz. Doesn't even get close. Damn it, I thought Boyd made a brilliant one-handed catch, but he dropped it. He had a defender draped on him anyway.
And I think you're going to see, this is what you're going to find now out of Buffalo. They're going to get up and play man-to-man tight coverage as
You make that catch, everything's going right for you.
He's just one of the more unsung heroes on this defensive football team. Buffalo never has to be stressed about the matchups in the slot. They can play man or zone because of this guy right here. He blitzes. He got beat last week, but he came back, remember, and knocked it out with a perfect play.
Well, Leslie Frazier told us yesterday he considers him to be the best slot corner in the NFL. Here's a second
Draw. Mixon runs into a Paul.
Whole group of Bills defenders held the 3. Now they'll have just their third down.
Dylan, I'm fascinated by the idea that the Cowboys could win later. I picked the 49ers, though, and I expect the 49ers to win.
Right here,
But if the Cowboys did win, you got to admit, it's pretty funny.
so far in this
Like, oh my God, they actually made it this far.
situationally, no one's as good.
Be pretty crazy.
As Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott have been this last couple of years.
I was alive the last time the Cowboys played in a conference championship, but I don't remember it. I was going on 2 years old. Burrow avoids the pressure, but not for long. Milano sacks him. Yeah, I get rid of that one. That's on Burrow. A little bit on coverage, a little bit on Burrow. They spied Joe Burrow.
And he's spying, so he was the 4th rusher, but he decides not to go right away because he would have been blocked. So he waits, and then the vision, as soon as Burrow moves, now he goes and gets him, and you're not getting away from Milano. Twice first-team All-Pro. This is why Buffalo improves as the day goes on. They start to learn what you're trying to do. But they do need a score here, I think.
Final seconds of the first quarter. And Christman, the first year out of Ohio State. This one bounces near the 20. Didn't catch that one the way he had hoped. And they will mark it right at about the 20-yard line. Back in 30 after this from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
I want the Cowboys to go on their 1990s Buffalo Bills run of 4 straight Super Bowls, but they lose. It'd be worth seeing them get to the Super Bowl every year for that. You talk about karma. So we went to commercial. We've come back. We've got 6 seconds. We're going to get one play and then back to commercial. So settle in. We're not going to have much to talk about for the next 20 minutes.
Play most likely of the first quarter. Bills have only managed 11 yards and not a single first down.
Allen pumps, runs into the pressure, and then he's brought down from behind. Sack. And that'll end the quarter. With the Buffalo Bills in a whopping 7 yards of total offense. Down by 14.
Cincinnati did it, and they are not scared. They're coming after Josh
me go grab a Powerade. I asked Anthony if he wanted to come over, but he's never messaged me back. Where you at, Anthony? I feel like some company today. So the pressure they've been able to get on Josh Allen so far is very alarming. And they've done it in a couple of different ways. There's the Hamlin family, but you can't see them through the fucking snow. Todd says, come on, Bills. Well, my parlay's dead, but in my parlay I picked the Bengals, so principle of the matter, go Bengals. Could have won some money. Thanks, New York Giants, for showing me who you really are after getting everybody's hopes up last week. Look out. Hit as he throws, but Diggs is wide open for a first down. The first down of the game for Buffalo.
You're going to see a deep curl route. You see Cole Beasley coming back. He's going to get a lot of time today. I think they're about to get into a drop back game. Really going no huddle. Start him out here, motion him down. Come on down, Cole.
Allen's going to panic and run. Run into a fucking brick wall, but he got a few yards.
Tupo making the tackle along with Hilton. Pick up a 4.
Really good job by Josh Allen here. I thought it was going to be a motion into another drop back, but it's an RPO. He uses his legs, but he's going to have to do a lot.
Surprised that snow's not sticking more. Because I know it's been cold as shit in Buffalo. Stands in there. Caught at midfield by Gabe Davis. The ultimate playoff weapon. Another first down.
This is really well done. Josh Allen, go ahead and pause that. Boom. He looked to the left, and that moves everyone's eyes over there so he can find that window. He creates it. You're going to have a hard time playing zone today against these quarterbacks because like I talked about, the leverage, the footing on the field, Jim. When you look and start moving, evaluate one way, you can't recover.
Almost fumbled the snap. There's Diggs for 6 yards. And he's asking for more.
91-94 create a lot of issues. Sam Hubbard had a great season this year. He's a Swiss Army knife for them. He'll spy. He'll pressure the quarterback. He'll drop. Hendrickson, high motor. Second and 3.
Screen to Beasley. First down to the 31.
Very similar play to before. This time Beasley, though, didn't motion down. He started down in there, and they run a bubble outside.
Pretty sure Beasley retired halfway through the
Creating a
year
little bit of an issue.
and bitched about Tampa
Spreading
Bay.
it out to the Bengals right now.
Then he gets an offer from Buffalo. He's back, baby.
Bills trying to heat up after
Good looking drive, finally. Oh, they've got Allen on the run. He has to throw it away.
there's the throw out of bounds. Hubbard was all
That's one of the most impressive throwaways I've ever seen. He has a cannon of an arm.
Hamlin family up in one of the suites a moment ago. And for more, let's go to Tracy.
Jim DeMar Hamlin returned to the facility this week. Sean McDermott telling us it was so good to have him around. He told us it's baby steps right now. It's all completely up to Hamlin, how involved he wants to be every day. A spokesperson close to the family said despite being out of the hospital, he still has a lengthy recovery. He requires oxygen and he has his heart rate monitored regularly, but he is upbeat, he's positive, and I was told he has a big smile on his face.
Run it with Cook. Gets to the outside. Gain of 7.
They managed to continue this drive toward the end zone after this 14-point
Third down.
deficit at the start. It's just so great to have him in the stadium.
100%. I mean, just all the prayers and thoughts for him and his family. It's just been incredible to see, and for him to
Buffalo
be
here to
today,
exploit a near tragedy to
have
boost them to a Super Bowl.
everyone was rooting for him. I think across the world, honestly.
The Bengals yesterday, when we met with them yesterday, they all said they hope
Those are some
he will be
thick-looking snowflakes now.
These people together, just real life.
3rd and 2.
Running on 3rd and 2.
Here's
Oh, just short of the first.
to get a little more out
You've got a
of that.
decision to make here.
Just about a foot short.
4th down.
That was DJ Reader clogging up that
Cook says
area
first.
right
No,
at
it's not,
first
sir.
yardage.
I mean, Buffalo finally starting to run the football. Before then, these last 2 runs outside of Josh Allen, they only ran it 1 time, and I think this is what both teams need to do. They need to run the football. Everyone's preparing so much.
Well, they're going for it here.
4th and really short.
Singletary
You got a 7-foot tall quarterback. Sneak it. Nothing cute here. Do not get cute. Sneak and an easy first.
make that 11 out of 12. Got enough for the first down.
That's where teams have gotten so smart over the years. Now all of a sudden, if you're going to quarterback sneak it, you have another play. So if they get everyone in there, you can hand it off on a motion, but right there, when they've got a little bit of width to them on the D-line, you can just run it right up the middle. A little bottom push right there. A little tush push.
I knew you were going there.
Tush.
Spencer
ZZ Top.
was the one credited with that. The new statistical category. 1st and 10.
Oh, pressure again. He got out of it. On the run. Oh, he fumbled. Bengals ball. Flag down. I think they're going to call him down. It's close. Maybe the ground caused a fumble.
Holding, number 71.
Holding on the offense, so nix that.
10-yard penalty. First down.
Ball on Ryan Bates. They have been putting pressure on him. They got into him once, almost had him a second time.
But watch there, that's the hold. But look at the swim move by Reader right there, coming flying in. I don't know about the call holding right there. That's the call. That's a flop if I've seen it. But you're going to get called for it at the point of attack.
Don't be a homer, Romo.
This defensive line is dominating the Buffalo Bills offensive line. We thought coming into this game it might be the other way.
Yeah.
But no, this Reader, who's had an outstanding year, Hubbard, Hendrickson, this is a formidable threat. Why they only have
Get some pressure, knock him out of field goal range here. They're going to go with the run, play it safe, get a few yards.
For 4 or 5, this drive has now reached 5 minutes long.
You can run it anytime you want in this game. 5 yards is right there for you.
Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch, Tuesdays, streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Second and 16. On the 27.
An Omaha. Allen hit as he throws. Wide open, though. Shakir. Tupac Shakir. I'm kidding. First and goal, Bills. That was a great throw under pressure. Effortless.
He looks left, pump fakes, he moves him. Everyone's looking. You can't play zone today because the footing doesn't allow you to recover it. if a quarterback is going to go ahead and have a little bit of time, as Allen stands in and has a huge throw.
That looked painful.
Buffalo's
Looked worse than it was originally.
playoff hopes alive. I mean, they didn't get points on this drive, Jim. This would have been a tall task, truly.
That was Hill who knocked it down. Allen back under center.
First and goal at the 4. They meet him in the backfield.
Quickly on.
No gain.
He fights just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You're so impressed with Cincinnati this year. I mean, they tackle as well as any football
Haven't heard
team.
from
They
Dawson
keep
Knox
up
yet in
with
this
the
game. Keep an
football
eye on
team.
him here.
Reminded me all those years we were going up to New England and we'd watch how everyone kept their leverage perfectly. You know, you're guarding a guy, you have help on the inside, you're guarding him on the outside shoulder, you keep your weight distribution correct, and then you tackle him, you full tackle, you keep the
We were robbed of not having playoff games in Buffalo for over 20 years.
fundamentals.
Allen's quarterback power. He's carrying them. His line's pushing him in. Got to the 1, I think. Thought they were going to just float him into the end zone there.
Defensive lineman with him, at least 2. One of them
He had 2 defensive linemen in front of him, but got picked up and carried from behind.
amount of yards with a payday.
Well, he gets inside, and by the end he gets pushed all the way, but they're going to use his legs in the red zone. You know that. In big games, they always do that, but just the strength.
And Moore's
That's a football play right there.
Helping out there, but
Just short of the 1. Sneak it.
won from a goal line last week for any of these teams?
Here goes the sneak.
Good last time.
Touchdown, Josh Allen.
as he goes off left guard and has a few words to say to Jesse Bates.
You want a rivalry? People had started to develop that right away about the Bills and the Chiefs. Well, guess what? Cincinnati's here now, and you've got 3 teams that you know, and these quarterbacks are going to be in it over the next decade, over and over.
The same 3 teams are going to be fighting for the AFC for the foreseeable future. It's pretty funny.
Josh Allen, he knows how
But
big
it's 3
this is.
teams that had long, long droughts of relevance.
That's Damar on reaction to that touchdown, standing and applauding. As Josh Allen, who had 7 rush touchdowns during the regular season, gets one here. We take a drive that goes over a half-quarter long.
14-7.
7 minutes and 39 seconds to put something on the board. 14-7, second quarter.
Flirting with a false start on the touchdown. I missed that. Must have been ever so slightly. Josh Allen is a shit stirrer. Did you catch that at the end of that play? He's a real shit stirrer. It's becoming a habit. And he's going to get all them reps.
Josh Allen converted on sneaks on a 4th and 1, and then 3rd and 1.
Started off slow, got hot on that drive. He was 5 of 6 and ran in the touchdown.
5 out of 6 on that drive.
It was very much needed if you're a Bills fan right there. 14-0, not looking good. I do think that these two teams are going to kind of figure out, how to slow the...
We're almost predicting that the scoring is going to slow down.
Here's Bass with the kick. We'll bring it out to the 25. Tracy, down to you.
For the Bills' sake, they better hope so.
Between these two teams, between these two fan bases, the support for each other started back in 2017 when the Bengals win over the Ravens sent the Bills to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. Bills Mafia donated more than $400,000 to Andy Dalton's charity. Then after DeMar Hamlin collapsed on the field, Bengals fans came out in support, held vigils, and donated thousands of dollars to DeMar's foundation. The respect these two franchises have for each other is evident, but obviously on hold today, Jim.
Yeah, you're right, but it's awesome to see. And let's not forget, too, Andy Dalton wrote a healthy check, too, just in the last few weeks.
Short throw to Piron.
The cities and franchises as Pirine takes it for 4 yards.
You see Joe Burrow right there just quickly getting through progressions. That's really the development. He knows football at such a high level for a guy this young, and just his ability to process information and get through it. I'm thoroughly impressed. And when they asked him the championship window, how long is this championship window open over for him? Burrow says, as long as I'm playing football, my whole career is the championship window.
That's the way he thinks. You know that. It's got to be true.
Nearly a false start there. There's a first down to Hurst.
And they'll mark him for the first down.
And I agree with him. He's really come on and impressed.
Burrow, the best QB in franchise history by far. Burrow, then Boomer Esiason, then Carson Palmer third. A distant third. But I'd say Burrow, Boomer, then Palmer. Carson Palmer's so fucking overrated. He's underrated and overrated at the same fucking time.
He has this laser focus. He told us in one of our meetings this year, I'm always chasing perfection. You can see it.
No question. I mean, he's likable when you're around him, right? He's not. There's game day Joe, though. That's the different one. This is game day Joe.
Mixon.
That's Mixon.
Damn, 12 yards.
Running the ball effectively. That one for 12. We got an injury update from Tracy.
Jim, the Bengals, as we know, already without 3 starting offensive linemen. Ted Karras right now really struggling. The anchor of this line hurt that right knee on the last drive. They put a brace on it. He was trying to do some lateral movement on the side. He was definitely wincing in pain. He's fighting through it. But it is evident that it is bothering him, Jim.
That is just
Ken Henderson.
Right through the line.
A little before my time, Todd.
Williams all out. Here's first and 10.
Ooh, deep throw.
And Chase.
Way far gone. I thought the safety was going to come in and pick it off.
Jackson.
This is a big time route right here. Watch this. He's going to go up, makes you feel something, then just runs right by you as if it's not even, as if you're not even guarding.
Back in the day, Chase would have got clobbered by that safety there.
We haven't seen that deep ball nearly as much for Chase this year. His average per catch is down this year about 6 yards per catch from his rookie year when he was the offensive rookie of the year.
Well, everyone was playing single high man-to-man and trying to figure out kind of double team what's going on. Now everyone's playing 2 high safeties. As you see right here, Buffalo's doing the same thing. When you put both these safeties back, you're not going to get as many deep balls.
Second and 10.
And then he throws deep over the middle to Hurst, who tumbles to the 35.
Somersaulted to the 35 as Marlowe makes the tackle, but that's 19 more for the Bengals.
Well, Hurst is going to come right in.
Hey, even Mahomes' drug cocktail was only good enough to get him to stop limping for about 5 minutes.
Well, he's looking left, and he's just holding the inside backers. He doesn't throw the ball outside on those go routes to Chase like you talked about. The numbers being down, he goes inside, and that's the evolution. Joe Burrow has learned where to go the ball more consistently to help teams defend him.
First down play action.
Throws the whole middle of the defense there.
Goes to Wilcox.
Hey, Wilcox didn't drop that one. Look at that.
Ed Oliver comes back to make the tackle, but that's 8 more for Cincinnati.
This is an outstanding quarterback play by Burrow. Thrown from a phone booth, checking it down. That should have been a sack or a throwaway. And for him to get 8 yards out of that, that keeps your team in phase.
He has already connected with 8 different receivers.
I mean, he's so accurate. He gets through. I mean, he retired right now, Jim, he would literally
Exactly.
the NFL history for completion percentage.
All time.
It's like he's going to get to the right spots.
2nd and 2. It's B. Ryan. And again, he got a...
Runs it to the 20. They're running the ball so well.
Put a hand on him, and a first down at the 20.
This is what happens sometimes. Backup offensive linemen have one thing in common sometimes. They don't mind. They're still big. Most of the time, they're bigger than D linemen. So when backup offensive linemen come in, you can technically still run the ball. And I think you're seeing that trait with some of these guys. I mean, Sharping, Dunajay, these guys have played before.
Yeah, Sharping was a second-round pick into the league with the Texans. Had 33 starts in Houston. First and 10.
Immediate pressure and just throws it down.
Coming from Epinesa.
Finally, some pressure without jumping offsides.
Verizon halftime report coming up shortly with JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, and Coach Cowher. All the latest NFL news and highlights from the first half here coming up.
If I was a Green Bay fan, I'd be bummed if they wasted another year with Aaron Rodgers this coming season.
So far, Cincinnati.
I don't care how good Rodgers can still be. That's just obviously not going to happen with Rodgers and Green Bay together. So I'd probably just move on.
Because Buffalo's number 2 in the NFL in red zone defense. We'll see if they can live up to that here.
It's time. It's not working. Not well enough. There's another mix and run. Good boy, 3rd down.
Jackson making some plays, including great pass defense that helped stop the Bengals the only time they failed to score.
Yeah, and that's what this defense does. These corners, they tackle. And not everyone's looking for that, and not everyone wants to do it, but this team really does that. And you see that on Dane Jackson, Taron Johnson, everyone. A huge play right
And
here.
you don't think that Kevin King draft pick paid off, huh?
Just inside the 15.
Got a timeout. Cincinnati.
By Cincinnati. We'll be back in 30 after this from Progressive Insurance.
It's not a bad thing if he stays, but I just feel like they're both wasting time now. I just don't think it's ever going to happen for him. They're not wrong to keep him, but I don't think they're wrong to move on either. Blitz, quick throw to Chase, 1st and goal. Damn, ripped down. Go the 2-minute warning. They got to run one more play. The play clock's 1 second ahead of the game clock.
It's a numbers game right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You only got 5 linemen and 1 back. You only got 6. Ball's got to come out right away, so you pick your top offensive weapon and throw him the ball very quickly, and you'll get the first down for you. Well done right there, Michael.
Tre'Davious White, so respected, was the corner on the coverage. But here's a 1st and goal. On the 6.
Toss to Mixon. I don't like this play call. You got about a half a yard.
White makes the
2-minute warning.
time. You're watching the divisional playoff presented by Intuit TurboTax.
What's it presented by? Intuit TurboTax?
It's the 2-minute warning.
I wish Rodgers would go to the Broncos just so in the first press conference somebody could say, "Hey, Rodgers, can we get a Broncos country? Let's ride." Oh, wait, remember Roquan Smith's in Baltimore now. Somebody beat you to that Roquan Smith trade. Do like Andy Reid did Donovan McNabb, trade him to a fucking division rival. Be like, here you go, Minnesota. Because we ain't scared. Andy Reid sent Donovan McNabb's ass to the Reds. Oh, I'm sorry, the Washington redacted. Stop showing me this Papa John's commercial, man. Making me hungry. Can't blame you for not keeping up with the Bears. They're pretty fucking irrelevant. Oh, but Justin Fields can run really fast. And he still sucks. Why does Tony Romo kind of look like Quentin Tarantino in that beer commercial? That reminds me of this dude on the Kiss Cruise. I can't remember I think his name's Alan. We call him Quentin Tarantino. He doesn't know that, but he looks a lot like Quentin Tarantino. So, there's Quentin Tarantino. At the fucking karaoke again. Why does Quentin Tarantino like feet so much?
Want more stats?
No.
Just ask Siri, who leads the league in passing touchdowns?
During that timeout, they made the announcement that was in the building.
Oh, you hear that during the break before the 2-minute warning? They asked, DeMar Hamlin is in the building. They're so fucking blatantly trying to, like,
Back to the end zone.
mooch off of that and capitalize on it. Like, it's become stupid. The way they're fucking abusing that near tragedy. Like, I'm sorry. They are so trying to cash in and abuse this so bad.
What a beautiful triumphant story.
I hate to be cynical, but my first thought when I turned the game on today is, man, they're trying to stack it against the fucking Bengals here. 3rd and goal. You're going to get pressure. Now's the time. I think Burrow might have a lane up the middle here to take off running. And they blow it dead.
And they stop the play with a flag.
False start. Yeah, we damn sure don't use Kyle Pitts, and don't you dare question Arthur Smith about it or he'll call you an idiot. We're trying to win football games, not fantasy football games. That was his response. I don't like Arthur Smith.
Yeah, it wasn't much. Maybe just,
He's about the most uninspiring head coach we've probably ever had.
flag of the game on Cincinnati.
You can feel the nervousness right now.
3rd and goal at the 10. Makes it a little easier for the Bills to play this. I don't think Allen or Burrow's going to be able to run now.
3rd and goal to the end.
Touchdown, Jamar Chase.
Touchdown. What a catch.
In double coverage with Milano in front of him, and was that Poyer?
Wow, that's exactly what we talked about, Jim. These two guys right
Chase
here,
is on the
they're
case.
territory. 23-year-old Chase.
Oh, quick! Show DeMar Hamlin on the big screen again. They'll overturn the touchdown.
10, 15 more years and that ball.
Yeah, I was double covered. What a throw!
And
Best throw I've ever seen Burrow make in the playoffs.
What a pass.
it was a perfect ball and a perfect catch. Back shoulder.
Quick, show DeMar Hamlin again.
Your guy catches it or no one, and that's a double team, and it doesn't matter. These two are going to be incredible for such a long time.
Second touchdown of the game for Jamar Chase. Burrow with 3.
And I can hear it now. And Josh Allen sacked. And look, there's DeMar Hamlin. Woo!
Going to review it.
Catch 1, 2.
3, 4, 5,
Goes to
6,
the
7, 8.
ground.
Oh, we're looking at the ball, actually. Okay, the ball.
Jane.
Ah, boy, here we go.
Has the trained eye. What do
Bobby
you see?
Petrino.
Well, the feet are really good, as we've seen. And
The Urban Meyer of the mid-2000s, Bobby
And
Petrino.
does he have firm control? The ball does move, but as he's backpedaling, he still has to have that firm control, right, with 2 feet in bounds.
This is very difficult because the ball's going to move right here.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Milano reaches in and pushes it, so the ball is...
And the ruling on the field has changed. Hey, there's DeMar Hamlin.
grass foliage. Here we go. Watch right here, Gene. He moves the ball.
In the spirit of DeMar Hamlin, even though he's not dead, move the ball.
That's where the concern is for me.
So this might get overturned.
I don't know if that looks like a catch.
It's out of his hands when it finally he gets to his back.
I think this one's got a strong shot at getting overturned.
That's the toughest part.
Yeah, what you're looking for, too, guys, is if Jamar Chase firmly possesses that football initially, then the movement of the ball becomes less important, right? But because he doesn't appear, in my opinion, to have firm control of that football on the front end, he's got to.
That looks like firm control to me with 1 and 2 feet. The ball doesn't really move until he goes to the ground.
My feeling is that they may overturn this to incomplete as a result of that.
Remember, this was on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, this is 4-point play right here.
Yeah.
This is right here. It's a touchdown, right? He moves it. Does he control it right there? So this is the part right here, Gene. Let's talk
Looks
about
like
this.
Milano's humping him there when they rewind that.
After review, the receiver lost control of the ball.
And it's overturned.
Well, it's Milano who did it. Milano never gave up on the play.
Just enough to move that ball.
He's going to create possession again, but his feet are going to be right out. And by the time he does that, I think it's the correct call. Good job, Gene. You were dead on.
So they will have to settle for a field goal.
So they have to go field goal instead with McPherson. 15 for 15 is postseason career.
Quick, flash DeMar Hamlin up on the screen. They should have a on the screen there between the uprights. Flash his face and distract McPherson. Low snap. But he kicks it through. Vinatieri style. 17-7.
Did. I mean, I thought it was for sure, but Cincinnati's still up to a great start. But the Bills can get back in a hurry.
Playing Vice City the last couple of nights. Friday the 13th down again. Played a little last night, and I tried to stream it, and then it just wouldn't work properly. And we still played a couple of games after the stream ended, but we were having a hard time getting in a game, so we played Evil Dead. And then I got on to grind some XP with the bots, and it wouldn't even let me sign in to play. So haven't checked today to see if it's back up or not. I remember the 07 Falcons. Michael Vick went to prison, and everybody was saying Roddy White was a bust. That quickly turned around within a year or so. Have I seen Halloween Kills? Yeah, I like it. Halloween Kills is one of my favorite Halloween movies. Still can't believe people look at me with a straight face and say Halloween Kills sucked, but man, Halloween 5 is so good. It's like, all right. We have different standards, I guess. I don't know why Sean Cunningham's making a Friday the 13th movie. Because hell, the last time he had his name on a Friday the 13th franchise movie, it sucked. It was Jason Goes to Hell. I think we can nix Halloween Ends, but I think the first two Blumhouse movies were good, and then they're their own timeline. I really like how Halloween Kills ended and hoped it was going to continue in that direction, and then they kind of just went off this other way. Michael Myers has never been more of a badass than he is in Halloween Kills. He certainly doesn't get taken out by a little circle of rocks or Paul Rudd beating the shit out of him in that one.
Gene, great to have you in the booth again.
Great to be here again.
We're starting to keep you busy again, but you thought that was the right call.
I did. It was the right call because Chase just didn't secure it on the front end quickly enough to then let that movement be kind of movement with control.
I'm not sure if you're a Bengal fan, you think that's the right call. If you're a Bengal fan, you think
You know,
it is.
Tony, when you're around, half of everybody doesn't like anything that you do, Tony.
Well, that's also if you're just
At a minute and 43 and 3 timeouts for Buffalo.
Like in the other half, mostly don't like you.
Bengals are showing pressure. They back out.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe.
There's Dawson Knox. Gain of 5.
Half is a lot, Jim.
I'm being generous.
He's the best guy.
5 yards. Pass play to Dawson Knox.
And this is where it's going to be troublesome for Cincinnati because the explosiveness, the drop.
The only break in logic I didn't like in Kills is that, yeah, everybody in the city's a fucking moron. It is pretty comical how dumb everybody is in Halloween Kills.
Appeared to be deflected at the line.
But I've never really seen a horror movie where everybody's smart either.
Verizon halftime report coming up. There's the
I love the ending of
right
Kills.
there. Left hand.
I like the extended ending
Take the Cincinnati Bengals
where
to the
Lori
Super
calls
Bowl.
her daughter and Michael answers the phone. That's a really good ending. I don't know why they cut that out.
Highlights from the first half.
It's kind of canon now. They put it's back in when you watch it on the Blu-ray or the DVD. That ending's tacked on, and it makes it better. Third and 5. There's Knox, first down, out of bounds.
You can't give that ball. If you're Buffalo down 10 and you have to pull it back, you have to assume Cincinnati's going to go down, especially with the way they've been playing in this first half and score. So this was a huge play, and he goes to Knox, who's had a great run here. 6, 7 games in a row.
I want the deleted scene of Michael riding bitch on Corey's motorcycle.
Sneak preview something later on. I don't know if it is 5 in a row, which is a Bengal.
Ooh, deep throw here. Oh, what a dot to Gabe Davis to the 41 in Bengals territory and out of bounds.
He does it all the time when we do games with him, and right there.
105 and 3 timeouts.
We had a great week of practice this week.
Damn.
Only being one spot.
That's how a man throws a football.
Josh Allen, the
Tom
eighth
Brady.
can make some-
Did I see the Texas Chainsaw movie? I haven't seen a Texas Chainsaw movie in years, so I have not seen the last 2. Blitz from the Bengals. They sell out, and it's batted up. Incomplete.
That's the second time on this series they get a hand on it. Of course,
This is rare. Teams are coming really, it's a tip ball by Pratt 57, but Miami came after Buffalo. They gave up some stuff, but they also had a lot of success, and teams are doing that's rare for a great quarterback to see that much pressure.
and you see Wilson, who knocked the ball out of the hands last week of Huntley that led to the Hubbard near 100-yard run back, longest in postseason history.
Put him up in there because both backers are in there.
He wasn't ready for that snap.
Little
Oh!
swing, and
Thought that was going to get picked by Hilton.
was trying to get after it off the hands of Singletary. And with the feel like this, 3rd and 10 on the way, Jay Feely, what are you thinking as far as the kickers?
No, I think they need to get a little bit more yards. You want to get to about the 35, 6 more yards to be on the edge of field goal range. You know, when the conditions are like this,
You can blame COVID for ruining the Blumhouse trilogy because they were like, yeah, we did Halloween, we did Halloween Kills, and we had a plan and we were going to go straight into 3. And then the fucking pandemic hit and Kills got delayed, and then the making of Ends got delayed, and then Ends became a completely different movie. Allen on the run, throws across his body, downfield, and incomplete. Flags everywhere.
Diggs was down there.
This will be a hold on the Bills.
Hold on Buffalo.
Have a really tough call. Ooh,
You want to decline it?
this is huge.
Back him up.
Results of the play, 4th down.
You might go for it on 4th and 10 here because you're probably a little too far to kick the field goal. But 3rd and 20, do you punt? Oh, it's a tough call.
This will be a 58-yarder.
Fans want him to go for it.
You can't go for that.
Probably the
You don't need to
call.
dig this hole any deeper.
I'm tempted to.
They're not connecting on big plays down the field generally. The one to Gabe Davis was
See
nice.
if I could draw him off sides, Jim. and try and get 5 yards. If I don't, I take the penalty 5 yards back and then punt.
Oh, they're just going to punt.
Here it comes. End over end. Remember, the Bengals will have 2 timeouts, and fair catch made by Taylor near the 10. We'll get the ball back. 40 seconds to go.
Bills get the ball and start the second half, so I think the Bengals will push to get downfield here. You know what really pisses me off when Halloween ends? Why does Corey kill himself? What the fuck was that? Why did he kill himself? It just makes the whole movie seem like a fucking waste. Of all the things I actually liked in that movie, there's way more that I don't like. It's a very conflicting movie. But why did Corey kill himself? Oh, all this time we spent with this dude. I'm going to stab myself in the neck. Way to go. For a chick he just met a week ago. And why did Allison become such a piece of shit in Halloween Ends? Lori's actually like the most level-headed person in the whole fucking movie. She's kind of let shit go and chilled out. And everybody else is like, Michael Myers. Is he fucking supernatural or not? That's another thing we never really figured out. Michael grabs a hold of Corey in the fucking sewer and is like, God damn, this guy's fucked up. I ain't messing with him. Lets him go. Holy shit. You know what? I usually just kill people, but I think it'd be more torture to let this fucker keep living. I love watching Halloween. That's like the most rewatchable bad Halloween movie there is. And there have been some bad fucking Halloween movies. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is not rewatchable. Halloween 5 is not rewatchable. Halloween 6 is even worse. Resurrection doesn't exist to me. To frame Laurie in front, but he didn't know Allison was coming in. It just seemed like a stupid ass thing. Like,
February 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
I love the opening of Halloween Ends when the fucking kid falls off the stage. That's great. I was like, holy shit.
You got to be a little aggressive, so it's safe aggressive. So it's a draw, it's a screen, it's a quick, but you got to get a first down. If you don't, you're giving points to Buffalo.
So out of the gun.
Screen. Train of blockers. Get out of bounds, get out of bounds, get out of bounds. First down. Still got 2 timeouts. They got that first down. Hey, Ozzy.
Went out of bounds to stop the clock.
And it'll be a first down. It's a perfect play call.
Ozzy.
Buffalo, you'd think could be a little bit more prepared for that one. That's one of those, you know how we spy a quarterback? I think sometimes when teams you really expect a screen, I almost spy the screen, right? We're spying that guy with one of the D linemen. He's rushing.
Ozzy.
He's really going to grab that running back if all of a sudden he feels the screen.
First down with 30 seconds.
Another short throw to P-Ron. Timeout, 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 timeout. It's only a gain of 5, but timeout.
Clock stops.
I think you got to be a little more aggressive here. The Bills ain't getting no fucking pass rush. You're going to have time to stand back there and make something happen.
First down allows it to where you can take this down. I still don't want to necessarily throw 2 incompletions. I'd still do 1 more. The likelihood of you getting points is less likely, you know, than 2 incomplete passes, I would say. So it's almost one of those. let's get a draw. Let's do 1 more. And as soon as we get close to the, you know, we get a first down, we take a timeout, we get very aggressive then.
Already more yardage than they had against the Ravens last Sunday night.
Yeah.
And the Ravens
Ozzy.
51 yards on the ground.
Are you trying to get my attention, Ozzy?
Cincinnati is 69 today.
I'd be aggressive.
Nice.
I'd take it back. Dude, honestly, I'm throwing a slant. I'm throwing it into the middle of the field. This is your best chance right here.
Aggressive.
Get something down.
Play to win.
There's Burrow.
Oh, there's P-Ron again. They got to burn their last time out here. They're just up at the 32.
They got another timeout called, and that's it for Cincinnati.
Burrow's eyes just creating havoc for Buffalo, getting people open, and Zach Taylor's done a wonderful job since he's been there, and the patience of Mike Brown allowing them to see what Zach Taylor, his vision has been for this football team, but it's been very impressive, and now he's built himself a juggernaut that's going to be there with Buffalo and Kansas City for years to come.
Taylor walked out of our meeting last night. We both said, man, that is quiet confidence right there.
Well, they've been the underdog for so long, right? Even me, in some ways, I was like, you know, I got to see it a little more, because I've seen it with Buffalo, I've seen it with them. But I'm telling you, Burrow, Zach Taylor, Chase, these guys, they're for real. Lou Anarumo, I'm so impressed with what they've done. I'm a believer.
Come on.
And this is going to be Burrow taking
Oh, damn. Burrow's got a lot of yards. Ah, they're not going to be able to spot it in time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. They got it. Okay. Well, that was close. Hail Mary. If anybody can connect on a Hail Mary, it's this team.
You could throw another, 5 to 8 yard out quickly.
That's a good question. Was Lori there? Was Corey just being nutso? I wonder about that. Now that I've never thought of that.
to go for the Hail Mary.
I figured she was there.
A guy like T. Higgins. We were actually talking to T last night about what we call 50-50 balls that are thrown in his direction with his size. And he said, no, those are 80-20.
Yeah, they are.
This might be one of those 80-20s coming up.
Well,
Evil does to not.
You know, if there were 6 seconds here, you could throw to the sideline, right? This should be a Hail Mary. They should not be playing sideline defense.
Look at who's running back, including Gabe Davis to the goal line. Gabe Davis is standing actually 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Gabe Davis playing safety for the Bills. Ozzy, get the fuck away from the Xbox.
They've got 4 defenders inside the 10 plus a 5th. Gabe.
Why is the crowd booing?
The goal line. They reset the play clock.
What, you fuckers aren't happy with your home playoff game you shouldn't have gotten here? Because this game should have been in Cincinnati. Hello, hello. Overthrown, incomplete. Damn. It got there. 17-7 at the half. Bills are going to get the ball. Still a game. God, it's just been snowing all day.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Cincinnati 17, Buffalo 7. Halftime is...
Hey, let this annoying cat out of here. What are you doing, Mr. Ozzy? Big Smoke, I'm hungry.
While defending conference champions are taking no prisoners, playing with a massive Boomer chip on their shoulders, that in the first half, reminding us all to put some respect on their names, the Bengals, leading the Bills at the half by the score of 17-7. And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. It is the network that America relies on. Back here in Studio 43, JB along with Phil, Coach Nate, and Boomer. Boomer, how many keys in that first half?
Well, the weather for the Bengals, they are taking advantage of that on offense as they are running through and throwing over the Buffalo Bills defense to the tune of 275 total yards, 18 first downs, and Joe Burrow has been masterful in this first half. That one to Tyler Boyd. Now, Phil talked about how Joe Burrow gets himself out of trouble. He steps up in the pocket. He finds Jamar Chase. Jamar does the rest. That's the first touchdown today. But how about this play design right here? Let's use Jamar Chase as a decoy and sneak Hayden Hurst in behind him. What a first half by the Bengals offense, using the weather to their advantage.
Well, here we go. Josh Allen on the Buffalo offense. Pressured that time. Misses Stephon Diggs down the field because Joseph Asai got there. Then the pressure again gets sacked in the pocket. Does find Stephon Diggs open down the field. And then this throw down the sideline. Excellent throw to Shakir. But Buffalo, quarterback sneak by Josh Allen. Gets him in the end zone. Of course, things are a little chippy. He's upset by it. But when you look at the quarterback comparisons, how about that? In the snow, 27 throws by Joe Burrow. Josh Allen, 10 of 17.
He got Burrow through it 27 times in the first half, and they ran the ball really well.
And another key play for this Bengals offense is this.
I think my favorite commentary team is Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. But I like Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. I'm sad they got split up. Romo and Nance are all good. There's really no bad ones because Romo's great.
Off of the ball. Now, if that was in the middle of the field,
That would have been a reception.
it would have been a catch. But since it's going out of bounds, it was ruled incomplete. But that brings up a point. In the second half, another key for these quarterbacks is ball placement. Because in a game that's a little bit warmer, you can throw it to me anywhere if I'm a wide receiver. But you see some of these balls that get out of that radius of the pass catchers, that's where you have tip balls and interceptions. So key ball placement by the QBs is going to be big in the second half.
And turnover will be the difference in this game. I think the difference in this game, to me, a key has been the patience of Joe Burrow because they are running the football. And with Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine, the check down that's taking place, the run game has been there, averaging over 7 yards a carry for Cincinnati, and they're patient. I think when you look at Josh Allen right now, wanting to make the big play, it's getting away from the running game. The check down has been there, and Joe Burrow, to me, has been more patient, and the weather has negated the pass rush.
You know,
the weather's a factor in this game.
The end of the first half tells you all you need to know about who the Bengals think they are. So they get the ball on their own 9-yard line. There's 40 seconds to go in the second half. Most teams would try to run the clock out and take it to the locker room.
Right.
They don't do that. They actually complete a couple passes, use their 2 timeouts. Joe Burrow runs, and they try to get the ball into the end zone with a Hail Mary. That tells you how confident they are on offense.
Well, they're not confident. They're cocky. I mean, they really are all over the field. You see it, their bravado, how they're playing the game so far. And Joe Burrow, if you're the Buffalo defense, you got to be more aggressive. Either blitz or play more man-to-man. He's killing them. He's throwing and having a tremendous day, throwing it over the middle in between the numbers.
And I think they get the ball back, Cappy, and Buffalo Bills this half. Josh Allen, I just caution him right now. If I'm sitting there, Sean McDermott, don't try to win this by yourself. Be patient. Take what they're doing, giving you. If you have to run, that's fine. Because this is we've seen sometimes he tries to do too much.
But, Coach, I would also say be careful when it comes to running. He's taking some shots. And this is a cold weather game. I mean, as this game goes along, it's like
They call me tater salad.
Third and fourth quarter, he might not be moving as good as he is.
Should
right
we
now.
really
So
feel bad for
protect
5 points? He should just be happy the Giants made it that far.
You guys said patience, confidence, they're cocky.
Even the commentators were like, it's clear the Eagles are an all-in win-now team. Clearly, league's better than the Giants, and the Giants are a team that's just figuring out how to be good. And maybe they've got a bright future with that coach. Old Daniel Jones earned another year. Next year's make or break for Danny Dirt. back. Just, the 7 seed, it's a fucking waste of everyone's time. I would be shocked if we ever saw a 7 seed win a playoff game. I'm sure it'll happen one day because they're never going to go back to 6 teams in the playoffs. They like that extra game for the TV money, and I get that. Makes the 1 seed, the one positive, it's like it makes the 1 seed mean a little more. Like you really feel like the Eagles earned it and deserve to be where they are. But at the same time, you have shit like a couple years ago when the Bears made it and they were 7-9 or whatever, and get whooped by the Saints, and it's like, well, this game should have never happened. Hey, you want to go see 80 for Brady? Yeah, I want to go watch 80 for Brady, guys. Let's fucking go, Cameron. Let's go see that. Totally doesn't look stupid. You know how football movies are usually dumb? That one looks like it's going to be really fucking dumb. $80 for Brady. Old ladies love Tom Brady. Oh, I just love that it's set during the Falcons and Patriots Super Bowl. You know, that'll be a pleasure to watch. A cinematic version of that. Call me crazy, but that Joe Burrow guy's pretty good. 80 for Brady. It's a fucking shitty movie that's coming out, and it's actually coming out in theaters, which is the shocking part to me. And Brady's actually in it. Gronk is in it. Amendola and Edelman are in it. Oh, Jesus. Gotta watch that trailer. If I was ever going to go see a movie like 80 for Brady, I'd have to start drinking. And I don't think that's ever happening, so. Look at that 69 win probability for the Bengals there. Somebody's season's going to end today, and one of these two teams losing is going to be a damn shame. Especially considering if the Bengals lose, they should have been the 1 seed, or at least this game should have been in Cincinnati. They'd have been the 2 seed. Chiefs had the 1 seed on lockdown by virtue of the Bengals beating the Bills, which was probably going to happen in that game, but we'll never know.
Chase with a touchdown.
I mean, that's as good a start as you could have. And using your legs, buying time, you know, that's what he's done today. And right now, this is really difficult for Buffalo to be. Going into this game, it felt like it was really even. Cincinnati's 3 offensive linemen being down, it was like, that's going to be difficult to overcome. But honestly, Jim, the D-line of Cincinnati has dominated this game. That defensive approach from Lou Anarumo, switching up the defense, playing 3-man rush, 4-man blitzing, it's really given the Bills a lot of trouble. And you're seeing Josh Allen try and figure out what they're in, and it's just getting everything thrown at him right now. But I think they're more physical. Cincinnati right now is winning up front in the trenches on both sides of the ball. And that is concerning because that doesn't normally change in the second half in my experience.
Here's Hines fielding at the 5. Not allowed any big returns.
All right, 17-7.
Comes up 3 yards shy of the 30. Tracy, down to you.
Jim, I spoke with a frustrated Sean McDermott going into the locker room. He said, we are just not doing anything good enough right now. He said, defensively...
You know, I did say there was going to be an upset this weekend. I guess this would technically count if the Bengals win. But to me, it's not an upset. Later, though, if the Cowboys win, that would be the upset of the week.
I'm sure he had words for the team. We'll see if it provides a spark.
How about that?
Still snowing, but it's slowed down a bit.
Touchdown drive that took 7:35 off the clock and ended with a score. One score
They come out running.
Yeah, but on that one, Josh had to throw that one ball to Gabe Davis in between two guys into a spot that was like inhuman.
There you see the numbers in the first half. I mean, Burrow thought he had a third touchdown, and that was called back off the review, but still complete 66%, 186 yards time in these conditions.
You got to run the football. If I'm Buffalo, I mean, look at this. These are light boxes. So they're getting to the right.
Romo's saying run the ball, pound the run. They're getting light boxes. They really are. They're going to throw here. There's Diggs. First down.
They had 3 for 27 in the first.
Forward progress. Ref down.
Progress will give him the first.
More balance right now out of Cincinnati. We know both these teams want to throw the football. We know that. But you've got to get back. You got to run a little bit. I know Josh Allen has to have the ball in his hands, but you got to get this team, Cincinnati, to at least respect it a little bit.
Dixie had a quiet game in last year's division.
There they go. They run it.
4 catches in this one.
Gain of 5. Almost 6.
Gain of 6.
Yeah, and that run right there takes a lot of the pressure off the quarterback and the coordinator. You know, Ken Dorsey doesn't have to call a perfect play, and I just feel like right now they're making it very difficult because you're seeing a lot of different stuff. Ken Dorsey right there had a great year. Everyone wanted to talk about Josh Allen and the difference between last year and this year. His stats are almost identical. Like literally, same completion percentage, yards. It's nuts.
Singletary.
Run for a first. Run the ball. It's working.
That's what Ken Dorsey sends in. Dorsey, who yesterday had a brief interview, but an interview virtually with the Carolina Panthers head coaching position on the line.
Yeah, and that's, you know, Brian Callahan on the other side. These guys are, you know, accustomed to these things, even though that was Dorsey's first one. But he knows he has a special position right here as offensive coordinator for Buffalo. Biggest thing for Josh Allen is to slow the turnovers down a little bit. He knows that, but that's also his gift, is to throw it and be able to make any throw there is. And somehow they keep winning even when they turn it over somewhat, and that's a gift of this team and him. And you know, if it was just about never making a turnover, then you could just protect the ball and take a sack every time. So it's not truly that. These guys are playmakers. Josh has all these throws, but he's just got to throttle it back and, you know, certain moments of games that allow his team not to be put in a bad spot.
Dale, for the record, there's no turnover so far in this game on either side.
You're gonna jinx it, Nance. He's pointing out there's no turnovers yet. This guy will give you one. Dayball left town, and Allen's turnovers increased. He goes to New York, and Daniel Jones's turnovers get cut in half. Run! Oh, Shakir's wide open.
Shoulder to knock him down, but not until it's a gain of 17 and the Bills are driving to open up the third.
And at some point, Superman's going to show up, and right there, he's dead in the water. No chance to get away. B.J. Hill has him, but he does create space. And then from there, he throws it to the 5th rounder, Shakir, who I think sneakily is going to have a huge role on this team next year, Jim. He's sprinkled in right now, but next year, watch out, I think it takes off.
He's leading the team in receiving yards so far, 40 on 2 catches. First down from the 31. Allen looking downfield. Take us 2 yards. By the way, this is
Thought he had a big gap to run up the sideline, but that closed up quick.
At halftime this season, they only lost the 1 game, and it was that crazy, wacky, and wonderful game against the Minnesota Vikings. They had so many.
Can you believe the Vikings beat the Bills?
Circus catches, goals at the goal line, and
you wonder why I picked Cincinnati.
One play usurping the next. McDermott has to be happy to see his team finally running the football a little bit, getting some rhythm going here.
It's a high-tension situation, though, for him. He knows this drive is huge.
2nd and 8. Allen still has
Who
it.
hesitates?
Escapes.
Gonna run again.
And
Wow. You know, that's another example of you have to put the fucking kitty gloves on to tackle the quarterback no matter what he does. And he easily spun out of that tackle
Emotional right here, Allen, but he does a great job.
and got a few extra yards. Like right here, he should be down, but no, there he goes.
He shows you he's going to will his team that way. The other one a little less emotional, you know, impervious to like emotions almost in some way. But right now, both of them are correct in how they're playing their football career. Josh Allen is going to have to, I can tell you right now, take this game over with his legs in mind. But as a coach, I want to keep it simple for him. Use his legs, hand the ball off.
3rd and 2. It's a straight quarterback power. Really a sweep. First down.
And he stretches out the arm, and he's got the first down.
It's a great play call. As I said, make it easy for him. Use his legs, hand it off. Superman will take over at some point, and this is kind of that time where he knows this drive is everything.
Bates, who they jawed at one another after Allen had the Bills touchdown from a yard out. It was Bates who tried to cut off the angle, but Allen able to get there and extend his drive.
Cincinnati's made everything very difficult today on Buffalo. And even this drive, Buffalo's doing a great job, but it still feels difficult, doesn't it?
Well, they're plotting their way down
To the end zone. Out of bounds.
Incomplete. That was Apple.
Poor Diggs slid straight into a cameraman.
Well, Eli,
Oh, it was a woman.
has been
God.
known to bite on
She had a coat on. I couldn't tell.
Watch this. Last week he did. This
She went
week,
down hard.
They got him, but the ball
Ooh.
just barely out wide. It's a perfectly thrown ball, but it's a little wide. It's one of those you almost needed to get a touch early.
That's not a bad way to fall.
Well, it was a hard fall.
But it didn't feel good.
Enough to help up the unsuspecting.
Diggs takes a knee in the end zone. They're going to call injury timeout.
Participant on
Nice
that.
of him. I know last time you've done that, you didn't help them up. No, you always help everyone up.
Even when
Well, that was an abrupt commercial. What is my favorite horror movie? Man. Either the first Evil Dead or Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I guess. The first Nightmare on Elm Street's a good one. It's hard to narrow it down. For some reason, the Friday the 13th movie is just connected with me the most. That box set I have is so cool, too.
Tomorrow on CBS.
Well, after Diggs faked an injury, we're back now. He didn't fake an injury. Hey, you heard him. Any accounts of this game unauthorized by the NFL are prohibited, so we're breaking the rules. The things I do for you.
Timeout, an injury timeout for Stephon Diggs, who heads to the snow-covered table, and the blue tent.
They couldn't put something over that table.
Be erected. Let's hope he's okay.
That's not the only thing going to be erected, Jim. Oh. Put a defender on ice skates. Beasley, tough play over the middle. First and goal.
Cole Beasley. And that's a first down. Goes for 12.
We talked about Lou Anarumo, the design. He's really keeping these guys off.
Allen's really doing a good job this half of getting away from the pressure.
Josh Allen doesn't see.
Because the Bengals were all over him in the first half. Now he's making a miss and moving around a little bit more.
That right there was a huge play. That's all Josh Allen on an RPO, and then having the ability to extend the play and get a first down big time.
First and goal with is from 9 yards away.
They go with Cook. Loses yards.
Thomas Hill read the play and brought him to a halt. But Diggs wasn't in the tent for very long. Time to put on the gloves and get back to the huddle. Buffalo's had a great stretch here as far as red zone opportunities. 13 of their last 14 red zone trips have gone for touchdowns. Hines is also into the game. He's not had many touches since he got traded here November 1st.
Do I think this drive decides the game?
Special teams will never be forgotten.
I don't know. As quick as both of these teams could score, if Buffalo fails here, they're still very much in it.
Give it to Hines.
Short throw to Hines. Third and goal from the 8.
Bell closes in on him. Picks up 4. Now third and goal.
The discipline of this.
Still plenty of time left. You could take a field goal here. I mean, you don't want to settle, but you can.
This is a very physical. They're the best tackling team in the National Football League, and there he is. That guy should be. And there's multiple guys in this game who should be considered for your football team right now. 5 head coaching vacancies, and he should be right up there with what he did. Same with Leslie Frazier.
Third and goal. Allen's going to do it himself. Oh, no, he's going to throw. Not even close. Knox was well covered. No flags. Kick the field goal.
With the excellent coverage.
Well, and Dax Hill's playing on tight ends because Flowers, number 33, wasn't able to play through injury, and he's banged up, and that's where Dax had to come in. He's not quite as long, but he is quicker and faster, and he does use leverage well, and you see it there.
So again, after having that high touchdown conversion rate,
I want to run and grab some food at the next commercial.
which would bring it back to a one-score game. Tyler Bass, 25 yards.
17-10.
Makes it a 17.
Long drive for nothing. I'll be right back.
CBS is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax.
I got some barbecue chicken tender things, and they're really good.
Price lock guarantee. T-Mobile won't raise your rate ever. It's been flurries, snow showers throughout with, again, light winds. That's it. And now we're about to see the Bengals possess the football for the first time in the second half as the Bills went 7 minutes, 18 seconds down the field, leading to a Bass field goal. And a touchback.
Shout out to whoever turned the snowy weather on in this game of Madden.
And honored to bring you the KFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. The winner of this game to take on the Chiefs. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern with the NFL Today, the AFC Championship next Sunday on CBS. Here's Mixon. For about 4 yards. Again, if Cincinnati wins this game, the Bengals will go back to KC for the second straight year for the Lamar Hunt Trophy, the battle for the AFC. If it's Buffalo, it would be Buffalo and Kansas City at the neutral site in Atlanta. Whereas Philadelphia will host the NFC Championship next week against the winner of the game later tonight, Dallas and San Francisco.
And we were meeting with Cincinnati last night, and you could sense, everyone saw when the Holmes got injured.
Look out, Burrow.
Here's Burrow.
Man, he is so fast. Deceptively athletic, a.k.a. he's white, but, you know, he really is.
All that often, they ran for 257 yards in the season, and they picked up a first down.
No, he's perfect with it, but the
Tall, long strides, Joe Burrow.
I talked about at halftime. The defense and offensive lines of the Bengals are dominating this football game. They are imposing their will on a Buffalo team who's used to imposing their will on opponents. That's why I said this is going to be a challenge for the Bills to come back and win this game. They're going to need a tip of a ball. They're going to need something to go.
Need a turnover.
That's a little out of the ordinary because right now Burrow has way too much time and they can run the ball as well.
They need a turnover, and they got to hope that their offense is perfect the rest of the game. God damn.
12 and a first down. Tracy, down to you.
Jim, this Bills secondary has dealt with so many injuries this year, from Micah Hyde to DeMar Hamlin, Jordan Poyer playing with a knee injury, and now safety Dean Marlowe has been ruled out with a groin injury.
So again, Marlowe, who had the interception last week and has been starting at the position that was manned for 14 of the games this year by DeMar Hamlin. And that, of course, was Michael Hyde's position at the start of the year before a neck injury for him. Now it's Jaquan Johnson in there. First and 10.
Good catch by Higgins in front of Tre'Davious Watt.
Some fingertip grab by Higgins, and right back comes Cincinnati, moving the football again.
Yeah, this is a 50-50 ball with one hand, and like you said, Higgins calls them 80-20 balls. That's 50% at best to catch a ball like that. Higgins, a true number one, I believe, as well as Chase. It's just simple football. This is Peyton Manning.
Higgins going to get a payday somewhere.
And they try and get to the right play. They're 2 by 2, and he just reads through and throws it in the dirt.
Burrow's legs got taken out there. Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy, you're holding your breath. If you're a
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Okay, I think he's all right.
Shaq Lawson was the one who hit him. Burrow trying to walk.
I went back and watched that hit on Mahomes yesterday. That was dirty as fuck when they hurt Mahomes' ankle. Guy absolutely knew what he was doing.
The snow might help you a little bit if you actually slide out right there. You took a hit.
Yeah,
but
the feet weren't planted.
Yeah, that still hurts. But it's not a penalty because Harmon pushes him into it, right?
Go back and watch when Mahomes got his ankle hurt yesterday. That was dirty.
The offense pushes you into it.
So second and 10.
And Irwin drops it. 3rd and 10.
Trenton Irwin.
Catch the ball first, man.
First half.
Well, here we go. This is going to be a big 3rd down. That should have been an easy throw catch, and he would have gotten right up around the 1st down marker. But when I say this is a Peyton Manning type offense, I truly mean that. They've got themselves into a 2 by 2 set a ton. They line up, put the running back behind you, and he gets to the right play. And you see two guys, 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. That's 2 by 2. And then the quarterback, Burrow, looks at the defense, sees what they're in, and he gets to the right play, and then they run these simple concepts.
Buffalo called timeout.
Here with Zach Taylor and Brian Callahan, they figured out Joe Burrow has some Peyton Manning tendencies. And so you don't need a ton of motion and a ton of things. They do it a little more than them. But the truth is, it's really hard to defend because he gets through progressions very fast, and they get to the right play versus the right coverage over and over and over again.
We saw the timeout called by Buffalo for this 3rd and 10. The reimagined Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon are headed back to Vegas. You can see the Manning brothers lead as AFC and NFC head coaches in new skills challenges and the first ever AFC versus NFC flag football game. Tune in Sunday, February 5th, 3 Eastern, ABC, ESPN Deportes, and Disney XD. By the way, Peyton is here today, just taking in the game. Made a visit to the field.
I know Peyton Manning was in the building today.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
We need a Manning cast, a live stream. 3rd and 10, Hurst underneath, race to the sticks, first down. Leaped over the safety.
What a play by Hayden Hurst. He went right over Jaquan Johnson, who had come in for Marlowe.
This is just an incredible play. This is a great view right here. Burrow keeping his eyes downfield, and then Hurst showing off that athleticism for such a big guy, jumping over Johnson. They just have too much talent. I mean, it just looks easier for the Bengals. That was 3rd and what, Jim?
3rd and 10. And again, they just checked it.
You can't give up 3rd and 10s.
They had time to throw. The line held up.
And the thing that's crazy,
How do you leave somebody that open underneath? You're not going to let them check it down. You're going to make him go over your head on a 3rd and 10. You're going to have an army of dudes to tackle him there if he throws it short, but they didn't.
Rush for 59 yards in the first half.
these guys are imposing their will. I mean, it's just Cincinnati just moved Buffalo's defenders off the ball. Look at this whole side. They're supposed to be backups. Look at these holes, and just everyone's 5 to 8 yards downfield. It's not like there's a guy. I'm concerned if I'm a Bill fan right now, Jim.
Quarterback sneak on 2nd and 2.
Tries to sneak from 2 yards out.
I think he got the first.
Let's see where they mark it. We got two side linesmen who are.
I think this drive can go a long way in deciding this game.
They say first down. Okay. Tell them to move the chains.
Constantly staying 1 or 2 steps ahead of Buffalo. They can't let them get up by 14 again.
That angle looked like.
Everything we've seen today tells me you're not going to be able to slow them down in the fourth quarter to let your team score twice and get back in the game.
He lands. It's where the nose of that football is, but it appears to me where it lands at that first down.
You gonna say 3rd and inches now?
Well, he's asking him to reset the shot clock. He's not going to, so they're going to go ahead and have to figure out the 18-17 and do this on 3rd and short.
Yeah, they did signal for a first down, and they started to move the chains, and then they came back.
They should have reset the play clock. You want to tell me this game ain't fucking bullshit? 5, 4, 3. Toss on 3rd and inches. Mixon gets it easily, and a lot more. 1st and goal at the 5. Talk about trying to hose these fuckers. You say first down, and then you move it back, and you don't reset the play clock. I call that bullshit.
Chase just blocking.
13-yard run to the outside on 3rd and inches. And now they got a 1st and goal.
Chase sealed the edge. Carter came outside, and this is just a physical Cincinnati ball club. Buffalo, I don't say they're tired, but it's just they look like
1st and goal.
big as Cincinnati right now.
A lot of contact there, and it draws a flag. They're going to get Tre'Davious Watt. That was a good call. Looks like he's got chocolate chip ice cream on his fucking helmet with all the little pellets from the field turf.
Foul occurred at the 1-yard line. That's where the ball will be placed. First down.
And Irwin's going against White, and I think he grabs him a little bit. You see at the bottom of your screen right there.
Yeah, he's draping on him.
Yeah, it's subtle, but you can't hold both arms around him right there. Yeah, that's gonna get called every time. So Irvin step away and right there. This Buffalo number 2 defense, Jim, they need to hold up. This doesn't look good.
Chase on an out route. Chase on an out route. Never mind, they run it. And they run into a wall. The Bills. Oh, he's in. No, short of the fucking goal line. Well, the refs let that one keep going for a while. He was stood up, and they didn't blow whistles, and he just kept going to the side, to the side, to the side, and then thought he was going to go ass first into the end zone.
That was one of the best jobs by Buffalo, pushing that line of scrimmage. But just the finish right now by Mixon allows them to get back in an advantageous situation. You know, the D linemen usually have a tougher time, and Leslie Frazier knows this. When it's slippery out there,
run the sneak again, dive over the top. Play clock down to 5, and we got a fucking timeout. Be back in a second.
Or 12 men on the field. It looks like there's a lot of guys for Buffalo.
Gene, what happened there?
Well, you've got the defense lined up and the ball is imminent. The snap is imminent. When that happens, it's a dead ball foul against the defense. Yardage-wise, it's about a 4-inch penalty, though, Jim.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you're ever going to do it, it's right there.
But it's an extra down. Back to first goal. Got a Bills player across. It was Phillips.
Encroachment, number 97, defense. That's the distance to the goal. Second down.
Not right now. They say first down there, and I think they got that. I think they got that wrong. It's second down. I saw the same thing you did. I'm like, why are they giving them for first down? But so, right, I mean, you got inches, right? Just quarterback sneak it. I mean,
that's what I just said. Sneak.
Across. Yeah. Unless it's a fourth down play, you don't do it on first, second, and third. And Baltimore was a division opponent. They make
potentially your last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now.
That's why that game was very difficult for Cincinnati last week.
Second and goal.
Tendencies and everything, unbalanced line. He's doing a bunch.
It's the sneak. That's a handoff. Touchdown. I thought he got in. Maybe I lost track of him.
This is all Mike Milano.
Quit fucking around and sneak it.
Played amazing this year. Sorry, Matt Milano.
Nixon thinks he's got a touchdown. Look at him over there.
I thought he did too.
And then at the very end of it, you'll see Lawson comes flying in, but Milano comes right there, and then there. Oh, that looks really close.
Looks like a touchdown to me.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
Here, this is the view right there.
They've challenged.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge. I think they're going to win here, Gene.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, I feel like it too. It looks like Mixon's knees actually were at the goal line, Jim. But remember now, they marked
Cincinnati
this
is challenging the ruling on the field that the runner is short of the goal line.
See the ball
review the play.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going to go before Carl Scheffer started to announce there, Tony. You've got to see the football.
Just because the knees cross, it's like you better see his fully. It's going to be close.
Right, he's facing forward. It looks like the ball would have crossed the plane. We'll see. Step aside.
If they don't rule it a touchdown, I'm sneaking it. Shut up. That commercial's so gross. It's a dude getting mustard and ketchup sprayed all over him in the parking lot at a Bills game. Ew. All right, I'm done eating, thank God. think I ate too much. Remember I said this drive is going to go a long way in deciding this game? This drive right here. Given the time that they drained, if they can get this in, this is huge. Remember, I said touchdown when the play happened.
It's all sports.
Ozzy, what you doing?
Plus.
They have overturned the ruling on the
Touchdown,
field.
Bengals. The call's been overturned.
Nixon broke the plane.
And I think it's the correct call.
Can't believe they didn't try to hose the Bengals
This
there.
is the view. You see that knee down right there. And that's like, okay, that's still not enough. But then you can see on this one, the ball, if the knee's there, you see his upper body.
The Cincinnati Bengals are some road warriors. It doesn't matter where the game is. That's why when they kind of got screwed out of the 2 seed, I didn't really worry that much. I'm like, these fuckers can go on the road and beat anybody. Game's not over yet, but they've done so well here today. So they can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. Losing the 2 seed or some semblance of home field advantage would hurt them the least, because I think the Bills and Chiefs need it the most.
Since that prolific day at Carolina. There was also, by the way, Gene, on that touchdown, did they get the play off in time? There was no flag for this. Look at the play clock here.
You know, Jim, you're right, and this is that sequence we've talked about before, where when the back judge is watching the play clock, when it reaches 0, his eyes go from the play clock right down, and if the snap happens right at that point, then they pass on it. Even though we see zeros and the ball not moving, that's the mechanic that the officials use.
That's really well said, Gene, because the truth is you can't be looking at 2 things at once. So when he's looking at it, it goes like your eyes have to go back.
All the way they shoot NFL games from afar now. It's so cinematic. Look how good that looks.
Yes, he's got to go through that progression, right? And that's what it is. You're going to see zeros first.
Half a tenth of it.
Yeah. You don't look and see 1 and then look back down. You wait for the 0.
24-10.
That's a compliment. They had 7 first downs.
This quarter flew by. The Bills had 1 drive. The Bengals have 1. But the Bengals are scoring touchdowns, and the Bills settled for a field goal. Still a little ways to go. Hines got across the 30.
The 30. We got a flag on the return.
Well, to my point, though, like, why do you run the ball all of a sudden more? Because you have injuries on the offensive
return, holding, number 85. Return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Coming up on CBS Sports beginning Friday at 5 Eastern, the PGA Tour is in Torrey Pines for the Farmers Insurance Open. And then on Saturday, the day begins with college hoops, doubleheader, followed by, again, live tour coverage. Live final round Saturday at 4:30 Eastern time into the evening. That's coming up Friday, Saturday here on CBS. Names like Justin Thomas, Morikawa, Rahm, they'll all be there. Strong field in our season premiere of the PGA Tour next Friday and Saturday on CBS.
By the way, I believe to shut the run down means you shut it down early. Teams have a
You can still stay balanced. Don't become pass happy here.
balance if you shut it down early. Today, Buffalo
They're going to
did
start
not
with
do
a
that.
play action pass. Diggs was open and he missed him.
To Diggs.
And to me,
Run the ball, I'm
Cincinnati's
telling you.
ability to run that early allowed them to kind of stick with it a little more, right? And Mixon gets 14 attempts for 80 yards. P. Ryan 2. Chase, and this ball was barely overthrown. And Josh is like, can I take that a little higher angle? A little higher angle.
Bills have been held to 200 yards of offense as we have a minute to go in the third quarter.
Josh Allen, undefeated at home in the playoffs, Jim. But he doesn't get behind by 14 very often, I can tell you that. This is a tall task.
Hasn't turned it over yet. Ooh, look at McKenzie putting the spin move on.
From Wilson.
Gain of 8.
A teammate at Wyoming of Josh's.
Okay, the biggest third down of the game. You got to keep this drive going. You got to be perfect from here on out on offense to have any chance.
He's the governor of Wyoming, Josh Allen calls him. The governor.
Even has it inputted into his phone. Caller ID is L.J. Wilson, the governor. So, great respect for his old Cowboy teammate at Wyoming. But it's a 3rd and 2.
Well, he just guarded a wide receiver really well at the end. Defense gets away, but he's been outstanding all year. He's going to have to do it again. He's been a spy on a bunch.
Just got that play off. I don't like this. He's open, though, and it's knocked out. It hung up there a little too long. Gabe Davis was open, and they got a punt. This could be the game, this next drive. Now you're in fucking trouble now. Like I said, you had to be perfect on offense. It got in there, and Taylor Britt knocked it out.
Gabe Davis doesn't normally. Might have tipped his finger for a second, but good form at the end by Taylor Britt. That's a monster play.
So very quick work.
It's slipping away from Buffalo now.
That means they have to punt again just after the Bengals completed that long drive for a touchdown. About to get the ball back in the closing seconds of quarter 3. Punt disappears into the snow, and now it turns earthbound at about the 40.
I've seen enough games to see. When we were talking at halftime,
The Bills are on the ropes here. Got to make a stop. Period. No points. Not a single point.
Teams with great receivers, great quarterback play. It's really hard to come back. And Buffalo
Really could use a Von Miller right about now, but he's not here.
Get 3 points, but someone on Buffalo's defense is going to have to make a play for Buffalo to win.
Got to get a turnover or just make a quick stop. It can't go any further than this.
Buffalo coming back to win this because Cincinnati is dominating up front.
Short throw to Mixon. Oh boy, they gave up a big play. 15 yards. Ends the quarter.
Well, Bills put up a field goal to start the quarter, but then Cincinnati came back with a touchdown drive. Up 14, heading to the 4th. You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax on CBS.
Go and slap any bastard that said, yeah, Buffalo will win by 5.5 or more. Well, yeah, they might win, but they're not going to. They shouldn't be a 6-point favorite like they were. That was crazy. I haven't checked Twitter during this game to keep me entertained during commercials. Two hours ago, Scott Hansen from NFL Red Zone tweeted, 7 hours of commercial-filled football starts now. Damn right. And then somebody said 7 hours of Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Here in Orchard Park, and the Bengals right at the get-go.
And somebody said, me after hearing the Whopper commercial 25 times in an hour, and it's Superman and Man of Steel going, yeah!
Scored a touchdown throw from Burrow to Chase.
When he snapped Zod's neck.
They look so in sync, and people are questioning the offensive line. No injuries, but nope, this is them imposing.
Mixon bouncing to the outside. Nobody bringing him down. Another 9 yards.
That was Mixon for 9, and he's moving on.
Unbelievable how this has turned out.
Carries. One touchdown.
You didn't expect, look at that. They seal the backside, so it's a one-on-one block, and right there you see Denergy wins that one as well. And this is the part where Buffalo earlier this year was so dominant. Von Miller, when he was there, that was the thing. They thought if he was here today, that would have been a game, and it would have been, because they've had so much time to running the ball. But they were ranked 4th in the NFL in pressure rate when he was there. And he left 27th, Jim. That's how important he was.
Ooh, it'd be nice to drain about 5 or 8 minutes off this clock and punch it in with a touchdown. They run it for a first there. That'll help the cause. I'm going to try to keep it on the ground as much as I can. They're running the ball so well.
Dominating the offensive line.
And you did not
the offensive line
coming in.
No, everybody thought that was going to be the weakness and maybe the difference in the game, and it's been a strength for Cincinnati. We're going to talk about all these statistics that are very positive for Burrow and Mixon and Hurst and Chase. The guys that don't get the stats, though, have been probably the biggest story.
And that's who, honestly, that was the worrisome approach. When you look at them, their size is big. Just look at them sitting right here. When you see these guys move against them, they're bigger.
Short throw to Chase. Poyer misses. God, they're missing tackles. They're missing tackles everywhere. They're getting blown off the ball at the line of scrimmage. Can't stop the run.
2-yard plays. And if he gets tackled there, so it's 3 or 4, and if Chase is Chase, then all of a sudden Chase is on the case and you get 10, and all of a sudden.
Been waiting for him to say that.
When you said that against Kansas City last year at the end of the regular season, of course, they go on to win this. They've had Kansas City's number the last 3 times, including at KC last year in the AFC Championship game. 3 straight wins.
It's so rare. Cincinnati is more than for real.
Oh, God damn. He threw that ball right to Basham, who dropped it.
3rd and 2.
And that's where we talked about the
3rd and 2. Here we go.
For Boogie Basham or somebody on this defense.
Now the Bengals are in field goal range. That would make it a 3-score lead. But my God, Burrow hit him right in the face with it.
Hard to catch it after it hits.
He was just taunting him.
Touch it before it hits the face mask.
Look at Basham now trying to get a stance.
Time is of the essence, Buffalo. You got to get off the field here. A negative play would be beautiful. And I think they're going to bring pressure. They're going to bring pressure. Here it is. And it's not going to get there. And Burrow's just going to lob it up. And it's in double coverage and complete. And Poyer's knocked out. Never mind. He's awake. Tre'Davious White is awake and rolling. Hell, they hit each other. You got to throw a flag on 2 teammates hitting each other?
Colliding.
This game's over.
Pass interference, number 27.
They call pass interference on Tre'Davious White, who's laying there half knocked out. Yeah,
This had to be helmet to helmet
yeah.
right here
Oh,
with each other.
and he got popped by his own teammate. But yeah, that was interference. So good call on that. This game's over, man. I'm telling you. I said all along the Bengals are going back. They got to beat Kansas City next week, though. Ozzy. Wave your tail at me, Ozzy. every time I look out my window, I just think about how all this rain should be snow. Right, Ozzy? Ozzy's sleepy. Look at that pretty shade of blue as darkness descends on Buffalo and their season.
Great deals on pizza, bread twists, chicken, desserts, and more. It's a 26-yard pass interference penalty, Gene, and it's a big call on a 3rd and 2.
Brutal call, but the correct call.
Huge, contactable play, but if you see the right arm restricted,
Look in the right arm.
and then the hold again a little bit, it's taking that half a step.
And then
step
take some
away,
friendly
which
fire.
Really is big when you're laying for a football.
Run it.
And both Poyer and White were able to get up and walk to the sideline, but it's getting very thin in that secondary. Cam Lewis has come in.
I think the Bills are low-key just cursed, beyond cursed.
Both of the DBs
to lose Von Miller when they did. Now they've lost White and Poyer for now.
Had it been an incompletion, it would have been
Got robbed of their shot at the 1 seed, even though I don't think they would have gotten it.
Evan McPherson field goal attempt with about 48 yards in the snow.
Yeah, that would have been difficult too. And Poyer was upset. We talked to Tracy Wilson, the sideline during that break, and she told us we didn't want to, but they're going to make him do that right there.
1st and goal after the pass interference.
Guys now in that secondary.
They're going to try to run it in. Burrow's going to try to run it in. Short gain. Goes down hard.
If that. Like,
surprising play call there, but they were ready for it.
Touchdown easily. You just handed it to him. You know, the quarterback gets to keep it sometimes, and sometimes he hands it off.
Looked like out of the Josh Allen playbook.
Well, these two guys, second and third in the league in passing and rushing touchdowns. You said they were tied at 35 apiece, but 42 for Allen and 40 total touchdowns, passing and rushing now.
Oh, he had Hurst for the touchdown and overthrew it. Right at the goal line. Now it's 3rd and goal. Damn. You got a golden opportunity to put him away. Like Romo said the play before, if he just hands it to Mixon, it's a touchdown. But he kept it for himself. And then he misses this throw.
The snow and everything else. Burrow doesn't normally miss when someone's open.
Sean McDermott applauds, but his team
3rd and goal.
to stop him here. 3rd and goal.
They get a turnover somehow on this play.
12 minutes to go. There's Mixon.
Mixon down to the 2. Take the field goal. Make it a 3-score game. You've got to kick the field goal here.
If I'm Buffalo, I'm like, it's not the worst thing to let them get down to almost the 1, so they might go for it. Because they're not going for it from the 4. But
Got to kick the field goal here. Make it a 3-score game.
Very hurtful to the Bills' chances with 11:45 to go in the clock running. 3-score game if he makes it.
Got to do it. 3-score game.
Yep.
They say that's better than a 2-score game if you're.
Last time I checked.
Well, if my math is correct, yes.
Nothing is, 100% here. I mean, that field, it's slippery. It's going to happen, but trust this. It's pretty close right here.
This from 20. That's all it is. And that kick is good.
27-10 with 11 minutes left.
27-10, Cincinnati.
There's a
We have
flag.
I mean, people may have thought Cincinnati could beat the Bills. People may have thought they might even win by a touchdown, but I don't think anyone thought it'd be a 17-point game with a quarter almost still left. I'm pretty sure they
Defense number 4 was lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty's declined. The result of the
Did it on purpose, trying to bait him into going for it on 4th down so they could stuff him and keep it a 2-score game. No, I'm kidding. You wouldn't risk that. But that would be some serious outside the box thinking. for 4 in a row on them. I know one thing. Whatever these conference championship games end up being next week, they're going to be huge. Philly versus San Francisco or Philly versus Dallas. You know, Kansas City, Cincinnati's a big deal. That's the new Peyton and Brady in the AFC, Burrow and Mahomes.
What do you see coming up here?
Well, the Bills need something. I'd run a bounce return. The footing's not good, so get them going one way and try and bounce it back where they have to adjust on the fly. You might be able to find something with Hines.
It's now or never. And you're still probably going to need a lot of help to pull this comeback off.
Give us something.
I was so excited to see it.
I know. I want to see a bounce return too, Jay.
It's a bounce touchback through the back of the end zone. Coming up, the State Farm postgame show. JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, Coach Cowher. Our crew back in the studio.
Could have tried the old lateral kick return play.
News and their analysis of this game coming up on the State Farm postgame show.
It's got to happen quick. It's got to happen now.
Josh Allen to be at his best. He's not been bad. Remember everyone, if he doesn't turn the ball over, they win. No. He hasn't turned the ball over. There's been no turnovers in this game. And all of a sudden,
so far,
Buffalo's down 17. He's got to turn into Superman.
Now he looks for another option.
Oh, he's got Dawson Knox. There you go. Big play there to the Cincinnati 42. No huddle. Tempo rest of the day. 2-minute drill all day long.
One of the best quarterbacks in the league. Accidentally, he has this ability. That's a big-time throw. And that was a big-time job ripping off the free safety there, but he's got to keep doing it, and everything has to happen fast. This is 2 minutes the rest of the day.
That was 32 yards. Longest play of the game for Buffalo.
Got Allen out of the pocket.
And now he
throws it away.
It out of bounds. So Tracy just passing along that White and Poyer both in the locker room being evaluated for head injuries. But you're right, Tony. It's got to be hurry up the rest of the way. You've got this season of so many different layers to it, adversities, and been so many different things that have challenged this team.
Got deboed by his own teammate.
Trying to find a way to save their season with 10:47 to go.
It's going to be hard because that defensive coordinator's done an outstanding job with pressures.
Oh. Well, that's a risky throw, but Beasley makes the catch right near a first down. I think it's just short.
3 catches in the game.
Well, they say first. I'll allow it.
Now, these are the pressures that keep coming after you. Take a look on this side of your screen on the left. Right there, Hendrickson comes free. It's because the pressures, everyone's in there, and someone's coming like, hey, there's 4 guys. Who else is going to come? They've done it 3 times in a row. Here comes another one.
Blitz. Hit is he? Oh, man, that might be a fumble. Hendrickson recovers.
Hendrickson has the recovery.
And they say Cincinnati ball for the moment.
One of the best in the league at disguising and hiding, and he catches Josh Allen.
That was a long blitz there by Hilton. It seemed like it was taking him forever to get there. Allen never saw it coming.
Right here, 21, Mike Hilton.
Here he comes. Here he goes.
Oh, you see Allen takes that hit from the front and back.
Boy, Mike Hilton makes big plays, doesn't he? And
That's a fumble.
A fumble. Gene.
Ruling on the field is a
I think that's going to stand.
covered by the defense.
Cincinnati recovers. It's close, but I think it's going to stand.
All you need is one camera frame with the ball in control and moving forward.
Here we go.
But it also looks like a fumble. I don't know.
It's the tuck rule again. Even though technically
Now
the
that you
tuck rule is
move
not a
back
thing
home.
anymore, but it's sort of the same thing. I think it's so close it has to stand. Boy, the call of the game right here.
State Farm, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
I think it's been reversed. I think the Bills are going to keep the ball.
Help people get jobs. There's a whole lot to sort out here. They've
It's really close. Todd says fumble. I say fumble, but the call's been overturned. It's incomplete. Okay. It's really close.
And that's why, Gene, you know that he wouldn't have been
They
able
say
to-
incomplete. Bills retain.
Injury, but that's why he was asking to come back on the field if he was allowed.
Second and 10 it is.
No real pressure on him this time. Nobody getting open. Pumps, runs, slides, a late slide. McDermott's begging for a flag. That was a late slide. You're not going to throw a flag on that. You wouldn't dare.
But Gene, just to clean it up, they did rule that an incomplete pass before.
Yeah, Jim, you know what, was really close, but he just was having trouble moving forward. And here on the slide, look, to me, the defensive players are both committed before Josh Allen started his slide. So even though it feels a little late, I think it's a good no call for a late hit. We just saw the replay on the arm just moving forward there for an incomplete pass.
It's 3rd and 4, Tony, from the 26.
Well, you got to be able to use his legs. Look, you got to take your shots to the outside right here. And then
Quick snap it on him. Oh! Low shot. Completes the pass to Knox. He took another hit.
Got hit again.
Right in the thigh.
This is one of the greatest pressure packages I've seen in quite some time. You're going to see pretend pressure.
And he still got a
but it's
first down
actually
off it.
gonna come from over here. And this has gotten Allen over and over. But this will get a lot of people. They need slants. They need quick stuff, screens. Mike Hilton describing these blitzes, but right now, Josh Allen is taking a beating. And they're coming from everywhere, and it's disguised. Lou Anarumo, unbelievable job today.
He can adjust with the best of anyone. Allen checks down.
Good tackle.
Loses a yard. Guess what? It's Hilton again.
Hilton's having a great game.
Talk about an underrated nickel cornerback. Mike Hilton, that's
Diggs has been a ghost in this game, too. They're just running out of time. The Bills are just going to run out of time.
Last year, what he did to Patrick Mahomes in that championship game to now has been truly remarkable. Tigers don't change their stripes very often. This team has developed the ability to keep it simple and be very exotic for the opposing team.
Batted up. Damn near picked by Reeder on the line.
Deflected and tipped at the line of scrimmage. That was Hill. Hill's had quite a game too, by the way.
Yeah, he's gotten in the backfield.
That looks like it hurt.
Down a few balls. And some D linemen are taught to do, right? When you don't rush and get close, you just wait for him to throw and then pick the ball.
It's 3 batted balls.
That's too many.
3rd and 10. Remember, field goal is in play because they're 3 scores down.
False start.
3rd and 10. And here comes
Let's say, how do you not see that?
Pre-snap penalty on Buffalo.
False start. Number 79, offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Trying to get 5 yards back, go through multiple cadences. White Eddie Weiss, hut, hut, hut. White Eddie Weiss, hut, hut, hut. What? Oh, it's a false start.
You made me jump.
A lot of Bills fans in the building making some noise.
The biggest difference is you've got to get the ball out of his hands quickly and make it simple. You can't diagnose everything. See who are the D linemen, who aren't, and who's coming.
Quick throw to Singletary.
That's what you need to do. That's how you can win this.
Ugh. Gonna be 4th and 7.
You got a decision to make. It's 4th down and about 5 or 6. And again,
I think you go for it.
Down. They're just keeping the offense out there.
Yeah, I'm going for this right now. I mean,
If you don't get this, Bills fans, you can start heading for the exits.
but it's hard to move
And we'll
up
see you in
downfield.
September.
I mean, so once you're down here, you got to go on this.
Well, they got 9 on that last one. Give them a fighting chance. Need 6.
This is fool's gold. Diggs over here. He's going to get double teamed.
4th and 6. Romo's right. Allen.
Answers.
Uh,
Now throws toward the end zone.
batted down. Incomplete.
It was intended for
Turnover on
Davis.
downs.
Eli Apple said no.
Game over.
Not on me this time.
7:23 to go, a 3-score lead.
And they turn it over on downs.
What a job defensively.
What a brutal way for the
today by
season to
this
end.
Bengals team.
And I picked the Bengals. Don't ever doubt me. So what if I stupidly picked the Giants to win yesterday? I picked the Bengals. Well, there will not be a neutral site AFC Championship game. Wow. The power of Damar Hamlin not dying didn't will the Bills onto a Super Bowl run like the NFL probably wanted, but they weren't going to bend over backwards to help them. Other than making sure that they got to play Cincinnati and Buffalo when the game should have been in Cincinnati. But and it is really raining outside. And the Bengals take over. I expect a lot of runs here, drain the clock, play it safe.
First downs.
They've ran the ball well, but I think now the Bengals are going to be ready for it, but still.
It's such a rate.
They've been ready for everything. They just can't stop them. So I don't think it's going to make a fucking difference. Here's a run with Piron. Tre'Davious White back in the game. That's good to see. I think the Bills take time out here.
The divisional playoffs conclude tonight. The Cowboys and 49ers on Fox at 6:30 Eastern. And next Sunday, don't miss the NFC Championship game on Fox at 3 Eastern, followed by the AFC Championship game on CBS at 6:30. All games presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Championship, then a bye week, and then the Super Bowl. Be my third Super Bowl stream.
Advance to the championship.
Philadelphia just rolled the Giants yesterday.
Dallas and San Francisco. What are your thoughts on that game coming
I think that was very similar to this one, right? It's almost like everyone left right now going into today. I think we're the best teams in the NFL for the last month or two. So you could argue earlier in the year whatever you want, but truly, you have Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Kansas City coming into today. You had Dallas, San Francisco, and Philadelphia coming into today. Those are the 6 best teams. I think Dallas can win this game.
I'm with Roma. I think Dallas can beat the 49ers, but I'm not going to pick them to do it. I think the 49ers are the best team, and there you go. There's a strong 11-yard run for a first down by Piron.
That is going to be an incredible game.
Buffalo's taking their last time out.
Was the team I told you a long time ago has a scheme that's almost impossible to stop offensively. Everyone's amazing.
Every team left could win the Super Bowl, even Dallas. Call me crazy. Even Dallas, I think, has a chance. This is the third time in the last 20 years where I've said, Dallas could win the Super Bowl. The other 2 times were 2007 and 2014, where I actually bought in and was like, yeah, they could pull this off. All those other years, like I remember 2009, people were like, oh, look out, here come the Cowboys. I was like, nope. And then they got fucking spanked by Minnesota. Brett Favre put one up their ass. Treated them like they were on welfare. Huh. Then the other time, going into 2015, it was, oh boy, here come the Cowboys. I'm like, nope. And then they have a horrible season and go like 6-10. And then 2016, rookie year, they got hot. And everyone's like, oh, they're going to take these rookies to the Super Bowl. I'm like, no, they're not. Because I was like, Atlanta's going to the Super Bowl. I had that one pegged halfway through the year. Then 2021, last season, when they lost to the 49ers in the wild card. That was another one where people were like, oh, they can go all the way. And I was like, absolutely not. This time, though, I think they can. Do I think they will? No, but they can. It's not going to surprise me if Dallas wins later. And it'd be kind of funny to watch the world burn at the idea of the Cowboys finally making it back to a conference championship game. For the first time in many of your lifetimes, because I was alive the last time, but barely. Some of you were definitely not even born the last time the Cowboys played in a championship game.
Well, the Bills have
I was, but I was 2. I was about a month away from turning 2.
Cincinnati picked up 2 more first downs after forcing the Bills off the field.
Run into a loaded box. Clock starts to run. The Bills are out of timeouts.
Picked out 154 rush yards in this game.
A little frustration here, Diggs wants to win.
Diggs is bitching out Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's ignoring him.
They love each other, but right there he's like, listen, I was open right over there on the side.
And yeah, they really have not taken advantage of Diggs today. Allen's missed him a lot, or not looked his way. He's only got 4 catches for 35 yards.
You're trying to create a play. By that point, someone's going to come open eventually, and sometimes you miss a guy, but he wasn't wide open early. The safety was there helping out. He did become open, but by that point, Josh's eyes had looked at somebody else already. So that happens.
Oh my God, Mixon almost took that to the house. If he didn't get tripped up, he scores a touchdown. 3rd down. I don't think the Bills are getting this ball back.
For Cincinnati to, we keep talking about to control the line of scrimmage the way they had. That was the one area that I always felt like Buffalo had over them, or maybe Kansas City in some ways. Not anymore. Today has convinced me right now Cincinnati is a juggernaut.
The Bengals were my Super Bowl pick.
System on defense that is so hard to go. And what the coach, Zach Taylor, you just saw right there, just created an offense, him and Callahan. It's so hard to stop.
Third and
Simple.
2.
Extremely difficult.
I think he got the first.
They get to whatever you're doing, Jim. So they line up and they go, oh, you're going to be in cover 4 today? Well, we've got our 20 cover 4 beaters. You're going to play cover 3 more often? We've got our 20 cover 3. Other teams are calling plays and then reading stuff. They're figuring out what you're doing, and then they're going to live in this world on how they call it. So
This confirms to me what I thought on that Monday night a couple weeks ago, where I thought, yeah, the Bengals are going to roll Buffalo. I'm glad it was proven right today.
It seems simple, but they do a good job of getting to it at the line of scrimmage. And that's what Peyton Manning did, and Joe Burrow is starting to live in that world.
That was Mixon, a great effort on the previous play for the 30th first down.
Still going.
Pretty remarkable. And now
Bills cannot stop it.
It's just to think now that
We're under 5 minutes.
Zach Taylor is on his way to his 6th total postseason.
Man, the Bengals were so bad for so long. They stuck with Marvin Lewis way too fucking long.
5, and he had 6 total wins his first 2 years. So to be in the NFC Championship game, barring any
In the first year with Zach Taylor, they were still really bad. I thought they crippled Burrow in his rookie season. But luckily, he's bounced back and stayed healthy. Knock on wood. I hope he stays healthy.
Kansas City's been the favorite for so long now after New England.
And the Bengals are going to have a chance at another 3rd and 3. And the Bengals are doing this. They're dominating the Bills with 3 starting offensive linemen out. I think they're missing 3 starters. I know they're missing their 2 biggest. And they just fucking smoked them today.
Will he be playing? There you see the turnaround. The road record, how that turned around. I mean, it's been remarkable.
Well, the one common theme there is Joe Burrow. He helps turn around sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, you're dead right. What he's done is amazing. And that steady hand, you have to have a quarterback. But from there, that quarterback doesn't guarantee you a win in this game.
Hey, the Bills made a stop. They're going to force a punt here and get the ball back with about 2 minutes. We all know it's over. Small formality.
That, by the way, doesn't guarantee you, having a quarterback a win in the big games. Then it takes everybody.
If I'm a Bills fan, I'm crushed. This was supposed to be their year.
By the way,
You could have said last year was their year as well. They've had it 3 years in a row now. It could have been them. Could have been, should have been, maybe.
To Tampa, and they're going to go.
So this is fucking. The Bengals are lining up on this 4th and inches.
Finish it off.
A first down, you could take a knee. So false start. Just punt it. They ran the play clock down to 2. Got a false start. You just punt it now.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That'll bring out the punting unit.
I don't mind going for it there. It was within a yard.
That's about the only way that Buffalo could have came back, in my opinion, because you're going to have a short field once, right?
Now Diggs and Allen have to get back out here and coexist for the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
2:39 with no timeouts. By the way, how big is this going to be next week? Cincinnati overcoming the neutral site. They felt slighted.
No, that definitely.
They felt slighted.
Motivated them.
Maybe deservedly so. We don't know. But I'll tell you right now, if I was a Bengal fan, I would have been a little bit like, well, why aren't we getting a neutral site with Buffalo if Buffalo's getting it with that? This is a football game. Cincinnati takes on their approach, their head coach, and they just keep fighting.
And the Who Dey chants are loud.
They came in here and did this. Josh Allen undefeated at home. In the playoffs, not today.
Trust me, the players were very aware of the feeling of being slighted. Even though Zach Taylor really wouldn't feed into it a whole bunch, didn't really address the team about it. State Farm postgame show is coming up. As soon as this one ends, JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Carr, I'm sure they'll have a lot of good takes on this game on the State Farm postgame show. But the players were not happy with the way it all got reworked and reconfigured with the game's cancellation. Even down to the fact that tickets were being sold, which you had to do anyway, but maybe they didn't understand that.
Well, I hope all the Bills fans can get refunded on their neutral site AFC Championship game tickets.
They did. Especially, they're like, didn't we go to the Super Bowl last year?
Singletary darts out of bounds to make this last 2.5 minutes take a little bit longer.
Last year, right? we're the Bengals.
I gotta get a bathroom break in before the next game, so let's get a move on.
Kansas City. Well, there's a little bit of history before then. But what Cincinnati has done right now, today was that day. I told Coach Taylor at the end, I said, if you guys win this one tomorrow, I honestly think this is as big a game as far as just changing perception in general. Like, there's no flukiness, no anything. You're for real going forward the next 3 years. They can beat anybody, any day. They're not the underdogs anymore.
The tackle, Dawson Knox in bounds.
Tries to break every tackle. He can't get it to about the 31. I think you're on a point there that even when we had back in early December KC at Cincinnati, it was one of those games some wanted to say, I know they're really good. I know what they did last year to KC. I know they went to the Super Bowl. I got to see it again. There's almost always been that. I still got to see it one more time. I don't think you have to see it any more.
He was down.
This team is dangerous as Singletary.
Blow the fucking whistle.
I don't believe he might have been touched.
He absolutely was touched. That's how he ended up on the ground.
There was like, yeah, they're good, but did they get lucky with that play? Did Burrow, he created, there was just something that went their way. No, they're actually this good.
They're very good.
They're here to stay, Jim.
Yep, and they're on the
2-minute warning.
triumph in Buffalo with 2
We're
minutes
hanging around. Then I'll stop the stream, take a break, and we'll come back for the Cowboys and the 49ers. On Fox. Charging my phone up as we speak. Ozzy, you look ready. This poor cat's asleep. He's knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. And the Bills were knocked out about 45 minutes ago. The Buffalo Bills just know nothing but pain these last few years. Going back to the loss to Houston in overtime. Getting rolled by the Chiefs in 2020. Losing the shootout with the Chiefs last time. And then rolling in here and just getting dominated. Don't forget the Houston versus Buffalo playoff game. That shit was wild. Nobody remembers that one, though. Back when we all liked Deshaun Watson. Remember those days? Remember when we all used to sympathize with Deshaun Watson because he was the best quarterback in the AFC, stuck on a shit team? Man. Pre-COVID was crazy.
CBS is sponsored by H&R Block. It's tax season. And by Bud Light, who reminds you to drink responsibly. 2 minutes to go. Cincinnati shellacking of Buffalo here. What a performance by both sides of the ball. A lot of stars to single out. As Allen with no timeouts to work with.
Incomplete.
You said a minute ago you think that, well, you said Patrick Mahomes will be in the building, and I was saying, but will he be there playing? Because you've dealt with a high ankle sprain before. What does he face this week?
It's challenging because I did it,
Romo got his mouth full. And Nance is still laughing at him.
Words,
it took him a minute.
You can play the day of. So when it happened yesterday, I was like, he's going to play today. He's going to go ahead and like tape it up. They're going to go out there and the adrenaline's going to kick in. He's going to be fine. But the next day, he's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to almost be on crutches on Wednesday. And by
first down, Buffalo keeps the shit show rolling for the next minute and 40.
Like, I would tell you, for those of you thinking it's 100% that he plays, it's going to take a lot. And now, will he play? I think yes. He's Patrick Mahomes. He's young. You have the ability to get, healthier, faster. But at the same time, I just don't know for sure that he's going to be able to be Patrick Mahomes. I can tell you right now, he's not.
Why'd you let him get out of bounds?
He had throughout most of the year. So you know that going in.
What he did last night was remarkable.
Remarkable.
Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes Presents and the stories of real-life heroes, followed by ghosts, and a special presentation of Top Gun tonight on CBS. Next time I ask you the question on camera, I won't do it right when you're inserting a piece of gum in your mouth, okay? Sorry about that.
The Bengals are becoming a force of nature. Like, they're becoming inevitable in the way that the Belichick-Brady Patriots were. This is year 2 of their inevitability. It just seems like nothing can stop them when they're on.
It was, and I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm still true. But I do think it's a challenge for Mahomes to get ready for next weekend. I'm being honest.
Yes,
it's going to be a huge challenge. And if he is back, I think that he's not going to be near as athletic. However, Mahomes on athletic is the best pocket passer in the NFL probably. It's him and Burrow then.
Intercepted. Game over.
The game for Cincinnati. And this is
finally a turnover.
by the rookie. I mean, Taylor Britt's done it all, and now he gets to say he has a
Snow
postseason
Angels.
pick. Yeah, Snow Angel time for Cincinnati, and they can showboat, showcase. They've come in here and shown everybody just what they're made out of.
For all you viewers out there, this defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo.
God, there's like nothing left but Bengals fans.
They've adjusted throughout the year over and over again. Callahan, Anarumo, they need to be on your list. And right there you see, I also think Leslie Frazier to be a top 5 offense over and over again every year. He's changed his stripes, runs McDermott. They have a mishmash. Josh Allen, that season ends abruptly. And Burrow's season continues, and he keeps slaying the Dragons over and over again like last year.
No question. He finds a way, and he does it often.
Can't believe the Bengals almost lost to the Ravens.
You know this, though. Not everyone puts him in the Mahomes-Allen, like, physical talent level. He knows that, but he gets it done because he has these rare gifts that are almost not seen. You can't even evaluate him.
So we got a rematch of last year's title game. It's the first
Round
AFC
4, Bengals Chiefs.
repeat matchup since the Ravens and Pats. The Ravens Patriots 2011 and 2012. And we've been there to see all those 3 wins by Cincinnati in a 1-year span. Look at the backflip in the end zone.
And it's over.
Yeah, that's always okay as long as you're not getting 70 snaps next week. Otherwise, don't do it. I do think, though, Joe Burrow has put himself right there.
All right.
You cannot say he's not in the class.
I'm going to
anymore.
take a little
He's right
break.
there with anybody. We'll see what happens with Brady.
Go to the bathroom, do all that good stuff. Get ready for the next game.
Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
Bengals win. My prediction came true
It's going to take a lot to catch up with him.
against all odds.
Over to Wilson.